Hello and welcome to the Garblag Games Zweihander show. Watch out, things are about to get grim and perilous. Hello and welcome back to the finale of Grim and Perilous, our Zweihander RPG show. All the guys are back for the finale. Paul didn't feel like he could miss this one.
Sorry about that, yeah.
No.
Bad.
Hang your head in shame.
So this is the last episode of our Zweihander series, although we have enjoyed it a lot. Sad to see it go, but we will be returning soon to our usual programming. We will have our Masters and Monsters back next week, and then Flint and Steel back 2 weeks after. Oh no, a week after, sorry, 2 weeks from now. So check those out when they come back. We just want to say a big thank you to the guys over at Grim and Perilous Studios. They've been awesome sponsors of the channel. Their Kickstarter has now finished. While we're filming, and when you see this, it'll be over. But as I understand it, post-pledging will be opened up soon. So if you watch this and you think this is really cool adventure, you want to get your hands on it, I believe you'll still be able to go on and have a look and get notified of when that happens. So please go and check it out. There is a link below, even though the Kickstarter's finished. There's a load of cool stuff in there. And proud to announce that actually the map we will be using today, which I'll just switch our view here. Ta-da! Quick switch. You can see all the crap on the side. This is going to be part of the Main Gauche book. So this will be the map in the book. We're going to do another one, which will be of the actual town of Minuet. So you better see where all the buildings are. Sigmund's Flask, One-Eyed Jacobs, all those areas. So that'll be cool. So that'll be part of the Main Gauche book. We're producing lots of other maps over on our Patreon. So if you want to go and check that out as well, there's a link below. All of our patrons get a dungeon-themed nameplate created for them. We're working on the second one at the moment. There's something on Twitter that you can go and see. Speaking of Twitter, don't forget to check us out on all of the social medias. Facebook, Twitter, Insta, all the stuff, where all the kids are hanging out, you know. That's all cool. I struggle to keep up with all of it. There's now Google+. There's loads of role-playing activity on Google+, so go and check that out as well. And we've been sharing a lot on the Zweihander group there. Cool. I think that's pretty much everything that we have as an announcement. So in a moment we'll go around and I'll do a recap. But what we'll do is we'll go around and everyone will tell you who they are, who they're playing, and what they want to spend reward points on. Have you guys done that?
Nope.
One advance.
One advance.
Cool.
So I think you know what you're doing?
I know what I'm getting.
Okay, so we will begin, as usual, on my left.
Hi, so yep, I'm playing Thierry, the halfling honest businessman who's totally not in the process of robbing a man blind. And I am spending my reward point on an extra rank of fellowship bonus to totally not help me rob a man blind.
Excellent.
Or at least, you know, bludgeon him unconscious so he doesn't kill me.
Cool.
So I'm playing Bertolt, the ranger, who is... I've used one of my points to boost my agility, I believe, which will increase damage caused by my bow.
Yes.
As I understand it.
Which might be useful today.
Considering the position that I'm currently in,
Yeah.
on top of a building with access to arrows, yeah, looking good.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Roger. I'm playing Feltix Warren, the gnome diablerist, or academic, as far as everyone's aware. And I've spent my reward points on simple melee, just in case it all really goes wrong.
Yep, fair enough.
I'm Simon, I'm playing Jax, the mercenary, and I'm going to spend my points on combat. I can't really think why.
Yeah, should be handy. And I'm Pete, the Game Master. Before I do the recap, one thing that has arrived that we didn't show off last time, I believe, is the screen. This is the Zweihander screen. I'm getting a bit of a reflection there. Very lovely artwork on that, and some very useful, you can't see it, I'm not going to handedly turn it around. Some very useful tables for all the ways that I can hurt people and inflict horrible, perilous, grim and nasty things on you. Grievous injuries, conditional effects,
I need
all
an
kinds of
adult.
stuff.
It's a nice solid screen. Most of them are flimsy, one paper, one bit of cardboard thick. Which is actually a solid screen with inlays. So
It's
actually,
like
it's
like a thick.
it's a proper screen. It's
Yeah,
very
it's
nice.
And the
very
good thing
nice.
about it is it's got little pockets, so I can actually tuck things in there that are useful for me. So I can put stats and things in there if I think, right, I'm not going to use that one. This episode, I can put other things in there, so it's pretty cool. My one comment about it is the panels are portrait. I've really started to like landscape panel screens because I think they give you a bigger area that you can kind of shield off from prying eyes, but they're not so high that you have difficulty sort of looking over them. So at the moment I'm having a bit of difficulty seeing the battle map. Luckily I've got a screen in front of me that means I'll be able to see it in a minute, so that's all good. Okay, anyway, so on to the business of Zweihander. So, Zweihander, sorry. Yeah, Daniel had a laugh at my
Remember, we have to
American
pronounce
accent.
it wrong.
Yeah. And it's Main Gauche, I think, instead of saying it properly. I don't know. Anyway, so last time on Grim and Perilous, our 4 misfits were making their way around town, finding the last loose threads of the kind of hold that Monsieur Connard is having over the town, and how various people are quite disgruntled with him. And were offering you money to steal his cash, to sort out his thugs, yes, and generally try and help out around the town. You also had an encounter with Monsieur himself, and he offered you a lot of money. To do what?
To murder a kid.
To murder the.
To murder a kid.
Well, he said, make sure Reuben
Never
sees the light of day, or take care of him, kind of thing, in a very
Yeah, it was
gangstery way.
Tollkeeper, wasn't
Not
it?
the
No,
top
it was the guy
that's arrested.
Reuben. It was
Oh,
the lad
okay.
He
in
sent
his-
someone to nick stuff.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, well. Let's go with he sent someone to nick
But
stuff.
we didn't go with that
because
because, frankly, we didn't believe him.
He did have a lot of money on the table in front of him, which made Thierry
Oh, yeah,
sort
no,
of have
we
a good
believed
look
he
at it.
had the money.
Yes.
We just didn't believe he'd pay us.
No, wait. Bertol's here. We're doing it because it's the right thing to do. That's entirely unreasonable.
That's all right. We're not in character. If we were in character, we definitely didn't consider the other option.
Did you not get a contract signed as well? Didn't he write? I think there was a.
Yeah.
Was it a
Always
Yeah.
have a plan B.
Yeah.
Yes. And Berthold begrudgingly signed, knowing full well that his colleagues wouldn't do something so underhanded.
Never. They wouldn't do anything like that.
No,
Or at
we're
least
far.
they knew they'd
we're
have to
definitely
trust him up and
upstanding
chuck him
citizens.
overboard first.
You know, legitimate traders, scholarly academics. You know,
Yeah, absolutely.
definitely nothing bad.
So, you hatched a plan, and your plan was that 3 of you would go down to the tollhouse on the dock to help
With Diesel.
with Diesel, to help the tollkeeper to deal with anyone who tried to come and sort out Reuben. Meanwhile, Thierry would sneak in the back of the Sigmund's Flask to steal the money box.
Going completely to plan.
It's going completely to plan. Stealing Connard's money box from his chamber. Now, it was good fun because it was kind of, we were swinging backwards and forwards between the two things, so it's kind of all building up to a nice crescendo where Thierry had made his way to the room, had managed to get into the room, see that the back door was only barred, so he had a potential way to get out. Thank you very much, Paul. Paul's the wine engineer on the
I am
episode.
very, very
The most important job.
Yeah, and sound engineer, but you know that's less of the thing.
Wine first.
Yeah. So Thierry's about to sneak in when Monsieur Connard found him in the corridor outside his room. Thierry attempted to pretend to be drunk and sort of stumble into the room, upon which he hid round the corner with his blackjack in hand, ready to club the guy over the head.
Like a hero.
He's drawn a blade and is coming after you.
Yep.
In the same time, over at the dock, you guys had arrived to see the tollkeeper looking slightly less stressed. And he said, oh, maybe it's not so much of a problem because I can see a boat coming down the river and I think it's got the travelling judge on it. As it got closer, you saw that it also had some reeds on it, which piqued your interest. And then as it docked, you saw that in fact this boat was the Twin Trout. The boat that you've been waiting for, that you believe has got a stash of wytchstone on board that you are very interested in.
Wytchstone.
Yes. And you then saw Zacharias make his way over to the Reeves, who had told the judge to stay on board the boat. And two of the Reeves had pulled out a very large, looks like it's lead-lined box. Very small, but very heavy by the way they're carrying it. And Zacharias had made his way over to them and drawn out a large purse of monies. As he did this, Marie appeared, shouting all kinds of inquisitorial fury. Shocked him, he dropped the purse, it hit the thing.
Yes, he definitely
and
was
gold
shocked and dropped
coins,
it.
like, rolled all over the place, and Jax's eyes lit up.
Yeah, I'm the only one.
No, I know.
Yeah,
but,
oh, definitely just you.
but you are literally a mercenary, so... yeah. So, you guys had arrayed yourself in a fairly defensive position, apart from Feltix, who was hiding behind a barrel.
Like a hero.
Like a hero. And this was all kicking off. But before we go to the docks, we will go to Sigmund's Flask.
Yep.
To the small...
And roll initiative.
And roll initiative.
Yes.
That'd be
Before
good
all of that, as I'm getting used to, honest, just move my
Roll
shuffling
initiative,
stick out of the way.
Resolve chaos.
Yep,
oh no,
absolutely.
we're doing chaos every 2 sessions, weren't we?
We're going to do it again, because this is the finale.
I have 0.
So, you
How
go
many-
up in your order
How many
track.
dice do I need to roll?
3d6.
3d6.
Oh, then I'm alright. I've only got 2.
That is be fine.
Okay.
So
I
roll
think
out the 2.
If you roll...
It's a triple one
If
always.
you roll triple one,
Okay,
you
so
always
even
roll
us with 0 have to roll. Have to roll.
Yeah.
In case we get
Dice.
triple one. I don't get triple one. Yeah,
Nope,
have some
I'm
dice.
good.
You go.
No,
So-
triple 2, but not triple.
Yes. Okay, I'm just finding myself that nice little section.
It means you get a point of order.
where we do the starting a game session 363. I should have that number, like
Pete, have you got D10s?
D10s. I have got D10s.
Have you got spare D10s?
I have. Hang on. You turned up without dice. Oh no, hang on. You turned up with wine. You're allowed to turn up.
I'm not the dice engineer. I'm the wine engineer. You didn't...
Is there another dice engineer who could lend in some dice? Mine are all in the house.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Just need
So-
some D10s.
We'll account for the fortune pool. So
There are 4 of us this time.
there are 4 of you. So we will
Which means
have.
5 of them, which means I might. I totally haven't suggested that I go first, so I get to steal all the fortune points.
We'll pop those
So the ones we had last
Hopefully
time
I
carry
won't
in
over.
there, in fact, because you can't see right now.
But that'll put them right in the middle of the map.
Yes, you have a
that
fortune
will
Yeah,
point
because I've got
and-
one and Paul's got one.
That will put them right in the map, and we can see that we've got 5 dice there representing the 5 fortune points.
I also.
It's a pool. It's in the water. See
I've
what
got
goes
one
on.
and so's Paul.
You might take that wine off you now.
Yeah.
Pete, Paul and I both have one as well.
From previous
You
games.
do.
Yep,
You do.
they do.
Can we use it?
No, we'll use the same kind of dice. Here you go. My little Warhammer dice. There you go. Okay. So, then we sort out the misfortune pool. I don't have any to begin with.
Oh, good.
Oh no, didn't I get one last time?
You got 2 last time.
I did, but I think they get scrubbed at the beginning of every session.
It's a session.
Yeah. Spend reward points. So we've done that. Everyone's done their advances.
Yep.
That's great. Review damage condition track. Anyone injured?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I expect that's going to
That's gonna
change.
change.
Give it a minute.
Give it a few
Update trappings.
seconds.
Anyone? You got a hand axe
I've
from
got a hand
Diego.
axe, yeah.
Just wait until we've looted the gold.
And we will now determine the initiative ladder. So I need to roll for a few people.
That's D10, isn't it?
D10 plus
D10.
initiative mod.
Yes.
Okay, not bad. Unfortunately, from the results last time, I'm pretty sure he notes well worse than me for me to equal him. He's got better initiative bonus than me.
Right, 10. Right, so
Oh, plus
I will roll for Connard.
Yep.
He's on 13. Is anyone
Nice, 17.
17? Anyone higher than 17?
I'm 17 as well.
17,
12.
12.
8.
Oh, wow!
Okay, I'll put you at the bottom.
Yes, that's
Did you roll a 1?
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
Oh.
I
Right.
can't get
Feel
an
free
8.
to roll a 1. It's been
So-
completely irrelevant up till now. And
It's
now
a-
it matters.
Can
My minimum's
sometimes be
11.
very useful to go last.
Well, we'll see.
Maybe in things like D&D, but maybe not in Grim and Perilous. But we'll find out.
Yeah.
So Berthold, you were on
12.
Don't worry, I'll
12.
hopefully
If
go
you don't
before
resolve
then.
the fight immediately, it then just becomes a sequence thing.
yeah.
So it's kind of they get some. Basically, some people are going to get some actions before you, but let's face it, no one's anywhere near you.
Not to begin with.
So
We will see how it
Okay,
works out.
so 13
it's probably not the main.
was Bruno, Connard. 17 was then both Feltix and
Thierry. Yeah.
So just trying to remember everyone's names.
Yep.
Right, let's roll for the Reeves. Okay, they're in there.
He says, carefully not telling it.
Yep. Let's roll for...
Shall I roll for Diesel?
Yes, please.
Okay, Diesel. Ooh, nice. Diesel's on the board.
What's he got?
A 9 plus whatever bonus he has. You
Did
didn't
I
give me any
Didn't
stats.
give you the sheet. No, he's on 17.
Nice.
Good job, Diesel.
Yep. They're in there. They're there. There's one important
Likely
person I
to spend
haven't
his
rolled
first round
for.
standing there, waiting for suggestions as to what to do. But
Marie is there. Normally, in like D&D and stuff, I just roll once for the bad guys. But because we've got particular characters involved, I'm sort of rolling an initiative track for all of them.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. Right. So we're in in Sigmund's Flask.
yes,
It is dark. It is dirty.
Perilous.
It is perilous.
And a bit grim.
It is a touch grim. There is smoke hanging thick in the air, the smell of alcohol, the smell of dogs, the smell of sweaty men. You know, it's that kind of environment. It's not. There's a bit of blood.
Oh, the dogs.
And you have snuck into the room
Yep.
of Connard.
Yep.
And you're kind of very focused right now on him. However, as you go into the room, you see that to one side there's kind of a wash bowl with some sort of rags next to it that look quite dirty.
Yep.
There's a bed which looks sort of messed and strewn.
Yep.
At the foot of the bed there is a large trunk, and on top of it is a very gaudy looking small box. When I say small, it's smaller than a trunk. It's sort of maybe a foot square on each side. And it seems to be covered in, from a distance, what look like lots of gems.
if you believe that.
If you believe that. And the rest of his room really doesn't enter your awareness right now. Because you're kind of
concerned
like
with other things.
concerned with other things. And you rolled really badly on your awareness.
I also rolled spectacularly.
It's a
badly on my
99.
awareness.
That was awesome.
That was that was
There's barely a
entertaining.
room.
No, I'm focused on other things. So I'm going to ask you one question before we get into rolling stuff.
Yep.
I have a stiletto and a blackjack.
Yes.
I'm guessing that the blackjack's probably going to be quicker for for putting him down, but I'm not sure because I don't know how these things work in this system. The blackjack is
Pummeling.
powerful and pummeling.
So you've got all the conditions in your thing.
I've got the things here. The blackjack is powerful and pummeling.
I'm actually going to tuck that.
The
Look at this.
stiletto is fast, vicious, and weak.
So, yeah, I think...
Vicious means it does. If you get injured, you roll an extra die on the. Do you get a serious injury thing?
Okay.
So normally you're rolling one dice if you
But
get a serious
weak.
injury, you're rolling two.
I think you've got the kit. If you turn another page,
D6.
I think you've got all the stuff there.
Aha. Weak. Weapons of this quality can only affect moderate and serious, never.
So this is going to be our first time doing combat in Zweihander. So,
Powerful.
Roger,
Immediately after striking
if you could get your book open to the combat section as well, I think that would prove useful.
Engagement.
Just for supporting rule...
Do you know where it is in page number? If you
page 240.
240.
Yes. The screen has already come in handy because I've tucked the initiative ladder into the pocket inside the screen. I've got it right there in front of me and I don't need to shuffle around.
So, I have a question.
Yes.
Pummeling. Weapons
Yes.
of this quality always refer to brawn bonus when inflicting damage instead of combat bonus. I have a trait that allows me to use my fellowship bonus. Does that override
your
that?
traits override the weapon things.
Okay, so I cancel you that. It actually doesn't look like... So basically,
If you're meaty, you can
neither
whack
of these
people really hard.
weapons can inflict grievous injuries.
You can still kill someone, though.
They can. Grievous injury is they are.
No, they both have traits that say they don't inflict grievous injuries. One is weak, which
You've got to,
means...
he's going to be quite damaged before he gets a grievous injury.
Yeah, so I'd probably I'm actually better off with the stiletto.
Maybe.
Yeah.
The powerful thing throws him around, but the stiletto is actually going to just
Cut him up. Yeah. Vicious.
And to be honest, I don't think anyone's going to be too upset if Connard turns
Maybe
up
the
dead.
20 guys hanging around in the tavern.
I intend to not be there when they find out Connard's turned up dead.
Okay, cool. Right, so he is quite drunk. As we said last time, he'd been drinking with his men to try and rowdy them up, get them all rustled, get them ready for a fight. They're kind of sauntering off around the town, heading down towards the dock, taking their time, frisking the odd peddler on the way. So,
generally not being in so much hurry because they don't know anything interesting is going on down there. They don't know there's a massive pile of gold lying on the dock.
Yeah. So,
And they never will.
one thing to bear in mind is the actions that you can take.
Yes.
And
So
the
I had a
different
quick
stunts
look at
that you can
some
do.
of those.
So, I think they're in your character
They are.
portfolios. They're lovely pamphlets.
Combat reference.
And they allow you to do different things. So you get 3 action points
Awesome.
in a round. Yeah.
So
And you can save some for dodging and parrying later,
That's how that
which is important. Yeah? Because in this game, you don't have hit points. If you take lots of damage all in one go, you can go down.
How
Which and I want to see how it works, because reading about it, it sounds really cool. I want to see how it translates
So
into
we're going to
actually-
play through this, the one-on-one fight,
Yes.
which might be very, very brief because I get hands shot first and I beat him on initiative.
Yeah, so you're going to go, and he's just going to go, "Ah," and his guts are going to spill on the floor. We'll see. We'll see what happens. You might completely
I might
miss.
completely fluff up
Yeah,
my
yeah.
attack rolls. My dice did seem keen on killing me last week.
Okay, so he stumbles into the room.
Okay,
I'm not going to make you roll for this.
So
He
I'm
is drunk.
basically going to have come into the room and immediately stepped round behind the door. So
Okay.
assuming the door opens, does the door open into the room? Or
Yes, it does.
Okay, I'm going to go round behind the door.
Yep.
Wait for him to come into the room, having acted like I was basically going straight to the bed.
Sure.
So I'm hoping he's going to be facing that way. So I'm not going to go for spilling his guts out. I'm going to go for the kidneys.
Lovely. Brilliant. Just fine. Okay, so you get behind the door and you hear him kind of, "Where are you, you fucking..." And he kind of stumbles into the room. You can hear his feet banging on the floor, and he's like, "Don't touch my box! Don't touch the box!" And he's kind of stumbling forwards towards the bed area. It's not very well lit in here.
Yeah, that's good.
So you can,
And
but
I'm
you can
wearing
see
quite
him.
dark
You are. So, we are now in combat. So, do you have any abilities that you want to use?
I want to use hands shot first.
Okay, what does that do?
That gives me 3 AP at the beginning of a fight.
Okay, go for it. So what are you going to do?
So,
Charge him? You might as well.
so yeah, okay.
Charge and
Charge,
add a fury die to damage.
Charge and melee attack as my hands shot first.
If you move at least and then successfully. Yeah, so charge allows you to run up and get the momentum,
Yeah.
but then you have to make the melee attack.
Yep.
And if you're successful, you get an extra d6
Okay.
damage.
We'll go for it and see what happens.
Yep. Okay, cool. So,
what am I? Is it just a standard one, or do I
it's
get
not,
bonuses
because he's drunk. You
awesome,
get...
because my combat isn't very good.
He's quite drunk.
Okay.
So I'm just looking at the... Sorry, I'm just trying to find the thing on my sheet. You get plus 20%.
Nice.
Because he is... And he's back to you. When he's facing you, you'll only get plus 10.
Yep. Okay. So I've got 36.
Yep.
Plus 10% because I've got a rank in simple melee.
Yep.
Plus 20%. So I'm looking at 66.
Yep.
And my dice give me a 48.
Okay. Great. So,
That's
you
a
are
hit.
you are successful.
So now what do I do?
Now, roll damage.
Okay.
So, melee attack. When engaged with a foe, make a relevant combat-based skill test
Yep,
referring to
done
the
that.
skill. After successfully striking, refer to your combat bonus
Yep.
and add a 1d6 fury die to determine total damage.
And then
However
I
you
get
charge.
another one of them because I charge.
Yep.
And I don't refer to my combat bonus because that's 2. I refer to my fellowship bonus because I'm sneaky like that,
Yes.
which is 7.
Okay. Right. Jeez. Right. Connard's in for
We'll find that in a minute.
a slightly sobering event, I believe.
Hopefully.
Right. So, his damage threshold. Okay. Yeah. So you notice that he is wearing armor.
Okay.
Yeah? And in the darkness, you can see metal.
Okay.
So he's wearing some sort of. It doesn't look great, but he is wearing armor.
That's cool. Oh, yeah, that's 11.
11 with your
Pair of 2s.
right. Let's just go to melee attacks. Which weapon? Ranged attack. Here we go. Total chance of success. Done that. Roll to strike. Done that. Enemy defense. He's not defending because he's drunk and unaware of you.
Yep.
Roll damage. Done that.
Done that. Got 11.
Yep. Got
Take
11.
off his
Damage threshold.
Damage
So
threshold.
has it gone over his damage threshold?
Don't know.
It has.
Yes.
Damage threshold. So you, he goes down his damage track.
Okay.
Yep. So he is no longer
Unharmed.
unharmed. He is now lightly wounded.
Okay.
Okay. So, when a character's damage track drops to lightly wounded, there is no risk of injury.
Okay.
Once the condition track drops to moderately wounded, they must immediately roll a d6 chaos die. If the result is a 6, they suffer a moderate injury. When the damage condition tracks drop to seriously wounded, they roll 2d6. If they roll a 6 on one of the dice, they suffer a serious injury, and it goes on like that. More dice. The lower you go on your damage track, the more dice you have to roll. You have to avoid the 6s, otherwise you take an injury. So it doesn't always happen, yeah? And you can get down to slain without taking an injury. Injuries are like the criticals in Warhammer.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, hang on.
So-
You didn't roll a double though when
I-
you did your. You did 42 or something.
48. So I didn't roll
48.
a double on my attack.
Okay,
No.
that's fine. Just checking. We'll get the hang of this. Don't worry. Bear with us for this first fight.
The idea
this
is
like
we
a
play through
training.
this and then we can
We can do
actually
the big
get
fight.
it rolling in the big
Yeah.
fight. Okay. So, it's then my actual initiative.
Yes.
Is there a way of avoiding his armour? But it can so there's called shot here. Cannot dodge or parry the attack is the effect it gives. Is there a called shot to try and bypass the armour, or is that
Like, go for the face type thing.
Let's have a look.
face?
There isn't that as a thing, no.
There isn't that as a
You
trait.
are tracking to injure.
Yeah.
There's no call shot.
Yeah.
Okay, there is called shot as a
The interesting
thing.
one is,
But that's so that they, it's
in a
such an
round of
accurate
combat,
strike.
Yeah.
you get 3 action points.
Yeah.
An attack is 1 action point, but you can only make 1 attack.
Right.
So you've got 3 additional action points. Whether that allows you to attack twice, I wouldn't know.
Does
I'm not
hand
really
shot
so
first allow me
it's
to
a
attack
separate-
as a separate
it's a
thing?
separate
Cool.
thing.
Basically, you have an extra
Yeah.
action before.
So I can
That
then,
makes
if
sense.
I
You get like a free round.
If you don't want to do anything else, you could aim, which would give you a +10 to your base chance on your next attack action.
So
I thought
just to
aiming was range.
let you know, this
No, it
round
just
he's still facing the wrong way. Yeah.
This just says special action, take aim. Spend 1 AP for a +10 base chance to your next attack action,
Yep.
or perilous stunt this turn.
Cool. So I'll probably take aim for a +10.
Yep.
Stab him again,
Yep. So you're at 76.
If you
and then
don't-
save my last action point for defence, so
Okay.
that when he turns
Good
around and
idea.
tries to chop me in half,
Yes.
I have a chance to avoid it.
Good idea.
Makes sense.
Okay. Right. Go
So
for
I'm
it.
looking at 76 to hit him this time, and 54, so that connects.
Okay. Cool. So you've hit him again.
So I hit him, but I'm only rolling 1 die because I didn't charge.
Yes. +7.
+7, come on. 8.
Okay.
My damage dice are not...
Your stiletto scrapes across the steel of his armour.
Okay.
Okay. At which point, he now turns
gets his
around
action.
and he's like, what the fuck? And he's got his own, he's got a stiletto as well. He's got like a little dagger. And he turns around, he's like, you little son of a bitch. He's like, goes to try and stab at you.
That's why I saved an action point. So
Okay.
far, lightly in.
So he's going to attack you.
Well, you know. Yeah.
Let's have a look. I rolled an 83. So that is a miss. He's not that good.
Good. If he was hitting on an 83, I'd be in trouble. Because that means
and
he
then
can
he's going to attempt to
Right.
disarm you.
Okay. You can do an attack and a disarm, can you?
I think so. Perilous stunts can inflict a variety of conditions.
Cool.
Combat, attack actions, movement actions, perilous stunts.
Do you do all your action points 1, 2, 3, or do you go one after the other?
You spend them how you want to. So if something costs 3 action points, you can do that.
So his attack, he's still got 2 action points.
No, he's got one
I
left.
aimed and attacked, which
Yeah.
used 2, so I've got 1 left.
You've got
So
one
he can
left.
save that for a dodge or a parry later on.
That's
Yep.
the intention.
Okay. That is.
That's what I was saving it for. Because not being dead
Yes.
is
Make the attack.
on my to-do list.
Okay. I can't see anything that says you can't do a dirty a manoeuvre at the
It's
same
a
time.
perilous stunt.
Yeah.
Perilous stunt. Perilous stunt.
What's he trying to do? He's
He's trying to do
Disarm.
a disarm, perilous stunt, make a coordination test.
Yeah. However, he's got a penalty to his coordination test because he's very
Really,
drunk.
really
But it seems to be something he does almost like without thinking about it.
Yeah, okay.
99.
Oh,
What's
critical
that gonna
fail.
do?
And,
Critical failure.
Critical failure on trying to
falls
disarm
over
me.
and breaks his own
It's
arm.
probably disarmed himself.
Yeah. Stuck in his arm.
Oh, get rid of your dagger.
So rolling,
Oh no, wait, that's my dice. That's my dagger.
rolling poorly with an attack has no immediate adverse effect. However, should an attacker roll a critical failure with any attack action or perilous stunt, it causes combat fatigue from overexertion. They automatically suffer 2d10 plus 2 physical peril. So he's got take something on his peril threshold.
Okay.
So if you get more imperiled, you lose your focus and you lose your
skill
training
ranks.
and you lose your skill ranks.
skill rank
Yeah.
matches, yeah.
Which is going to
You start to lose it.
Yeah. Okay.
I took 15 points of peril. So that
Is
is
knocking him down 2, by
that's
any chance?
past 2.
Well, no, because you have a threshold, don't you?
Yep. So it's
Yeah.
past his first one,
Yeah.
and it's gone past his second
Okay,
one.
2.
So he goes down 2 ranks. So he's no longer unhindered. He's now ignore one skill rank. So he kind of swings at you, and he's like, oh, and he throws up in his mouth, and he's like, oh, and it's like completely.
It's like fighting 2 of you.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
one hand over
absolutely.
his arm.
Like, which one is it?
Which one am I fighting?
So he is going to. He is going to try and step away from you.
Okay.
So he's
So
walking
I'm in
away.
between him and the door.
Yes, so he's going to try and step towards where the wash bowl is.
Yeah.
But he can no longer manoeuvre because he hasn't got 2 points. So if you manoeuvre,
Yeah.
you don't get an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
However, he's just trying to step away,
Okay.
so you get an opportunity attack.
I'll take it. 0-3.
That's a
A
hit.
hit. It's still
A
not
good hit.
a palpable hit.
Palpable hit.
Well, we'll see about that. That depends
Yes.
on what I roll on the damage.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay, so the damage comes 9.
9. Okay.
I haven't rolled above 2 on any
Once
of my
again,
damage
your
dice.
stiletto scrapes across his armour, and he's like, "Whoa!" and kind of shuffling off to the other side of the room.
I
Okay,
think he's done more. He's almost done more damage to himself than I have to him.
yeah, he has. So background to the beginning.
Okay. So he's now backed off, which means I need to move or
Yep.
manoeuvre.
So
So
you could charge him at this
I
point.
could charge him, which would then
Get
leave
you
me,
more fury dice on your damage.
but would leave me exposed to a counterattack. Not that he's been
He's
rolling very well.
imperiled.
Go on, just
he's
rough
drunk.
him up.
Yeah,
Yes, but if he lands a blow, I'm screwed. I have no armor and no bomb.
What's your damage threshold?
3.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Hence, I'm rather wary about.
Okay, yeah, because
However, you can use a fortune point to gain an additional action point.
Oh, you can.
So if he hits you, you can use a fortune point,
Would
gain the AP, and then
dodge
parry.
defense.
Or
Okay.
dodge.
Yeah.
Parry, yeah.
Everyone remember that.
Because dodging is ranged attacks.
Parry.
So,
sorry.
question.
Yes.
So, if I were to walk towards him,
Yep.
would that provoke an attack?
No,
I don't
no.
think so, because it's only
it's
moving
moving
out
out.
of the game.
Yeah. So you can
So
step
I'm probably
towards
going
him.
to step towards him, stab him, and save one for defence.
Okay.
I'd charge him because you're not having much luck getting through that armour
He's
of
got
his.
his armour.
You need the extra kind of.
True. Okay, fine.
He's staggering towards
Yeah.
the bowl to be sick.
I charge.
yeah. Got to spin it out.
Okay, I charge 50, so I'm
Okay.
having another blow.
Cool. That's good.
Unless he's defending.
Come on.
But he didn't save any.
No, he didn't save
Double
any
six.
points. He's
Come on.
stumbling.
A 4 and a 6.
Cool.
So that's 17, and I believe the 6 rolls up.
The 6 will explode.
Another 4, so that's 21.
21 points of damage. So as he stumbles away from you, you can smell the vomit coming out of his mouth. You step up and you in the kidneys, and he screams in pain.
Possibly not the kidneys by this point, because he's probably facing me.
No, he's turning the other way.
He's gone.
So you go and
Okay,
stab
fine.
him. You step to the side and stab him,
Nice.
and it's kind of vomit sprays across the room as he's like, "Ah!" like that, and your
that's
blood starts to
4
come
for
out.
me on damage threshold. If that was hitting
Okay.
me, that would be
How much did you do? Sorry,
21.
Okay,
Yeah.
It
right.
doesn't
So
go
he,
above that.
he has taken 2 damage.
Okay, so
Steps
that
from
puts
that.
him down to seriously.
He's seriously wounded. So I now
Okay.
need to roll 2
So
dice.
now,
Yeah. +1.
+1 because it's a vicious weapon.
Yeah.
Do you want to roll it?
Yes.
Sure, so what am I rolling? So 3 dice?
3 dice, 3d6.
Because it's serious. No, it's 2.
So seriously, he gets the next one because it's a vicious
Oh
weapon.
yeah, sorry, +1 die. Yeah. yeah.
One
Okay.
6s.
So I've got a total of
No, it's
8.
No, no,
Total.
if there's a 6.
Are there any 6s?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Then there's
No,
Right.
it's...
It's just if you roll a 6, there's an injury.
Yeah.
Okay, no injuries.
If you roll all 3 6s, it's still 1 injury. It's just
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
injured in the
Okay.
same way.
Yeah, really bad one. Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
it's not actually dealt him a incapacitating blow, but he is getting ropey.
He is getting seriously injured. He's now
Literally,
he's got
in fact, he
he's
is
got 2
seriously
more,
injured.
isn't he?
He's
Previous
got 2 more, so
and then slain.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. So he turns, he spins around. Flecks of half-digested carrot and gruel flick across your face. Blood drips to the floor, and he sort of swings at you again with his dagger.
That's just nasty.
It is nasty.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree.
Okay. Oh, just missed. He's 56. He missed.
I am glad for that.
Yeah. So he swings at
Pebble.
you.
Is that included? Was that you taking into account the -1 skill rank?
Yes, because
Then
he's
I'm
got-
really glad he botched the last time.
because he's got +10.
Yeah,
So
no,
it would have been
that's cool.
60. It would have hit.
Nice. Okay,
Okay. So that's working.
it's working.
So he swings, and then he stops. It's your
Okay,
background to you.
he's saving for defence.
Maybe.
He's realising this is not going well for him.
Exactly.
Cool shot. You can't dodge it.
Actually, I might go for that. I'll go for that.
Cool. Yeah, you go. Do a little dummy.
Yeah, so cool shot. Yeah. So
Okay.
he's yeah.
He's teetering, and you kind of match him for a minute, and that makes him just go.
Hang
Oh!
on. Is the room looking
Yeah.
back and forth? And I swing. So what am I rolling on? I'm rolling on 36. I think
You
that
got
misses.
+10
No, that misses.
and +10. +10 for your skill.
+10 for my skills puts me on
Plus 10
40
'cause he's
skills.
drunk.
+10 because he's done put me on 56, and I got 67.
Do you want to use a fortune point to roll that again?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. You doing anything else?
I am. If actually, so
You got one action point left.
I could try for a dirty trick.
Oh, yeah.
Kick him in the.
Blinded.
I could try for a dirty trick, or disarm myself.
You could, or you could like swipe the vomit off your face and throw it in his eyes. That's a dirty trick if ever there was one.
That is.
I don't see that one listed. Throwing sick
But,
in other people's
yeah,
faces.
so I've got an even chance of beating either of them because I've got the same agility and fellowship and no points in coordination or guile. So, so blinded goes cannot use counterspell, dodge or parry. Somehow doesn't list any
But if you're
penalties.
blinded, you get he'll have a penalty to
Yeah.
his attack.
Cool. I'll go with that. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go with.
So you
dirty tricks.
scrape it off your face and you
Flick
fling
it in
it.
his face.
Okay, go for
Left
it.
hand, because
Okay, yeah,
your
so-
right hand's just knifed him.
Okay, cool.
This is why it's grim.
This is grim and
Perilous.
perilous.
It's now grim.
It's definitely grim.
Just
And it's
grim.
perilous for him.
So
Yeah.
I'm now making guile test. I need a 42. Do I get any bonuses because he's
You get a plus 10.
plus
Because
10
he is drunk.
because he is drunk? That's still not quite enough. I got 54, so I missed by 2.
Fortune point to re-roll.
No.
You just want points.
You just want,
I don't
you want
know what
points.
you mean.
But no, I, it's not quite. No.
Well,
Okay.
it's a 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
They just really.
Okay.
Okay.
His action.
His action. Right. He is going to.
And I'm saving my other point for defence.
He is going to shout really loud. Oi! Fucking fuck! Someone fucking get in here! There's some bastard stabbing me up! And he goes to attack you.
Okay. Hopefully we can end this quick.
Ooh, that looks like it's going to hit you.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
I'm going to use that defence.
And now this is where we
So
actually
now
have
you
like
need
an
to use a
opposed.
fortune point, don't you?
No, because I saved a point.
You did
Save
cold
point.
shot and dirty trick.
I did a cold shot and a
Yeah.
dead trick. I lost track of what I had.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to spend a fortune point for defence.
It's got carried away.
Yeah.
Are you going to take a fortune
I'll
point?
spend a fortune point
Okay,
for defence
hang on.
because,
Hang
as
on,
I say,
hang on. Got my.
damage threshold 3.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh dear.
So
Okay.
I'm spending fortune point.
Okay,
for
so
defence.
bear with me 1 second. Let me just get to the dodging, parrying bit.
Okay.
Defending, parrying. Come on, refers to skill. Test difficulties based on the difficulty rating of their foe's attack action. It always translates into its opposite as a bonus or penalty. This means that if your foe's attack action has a difficulty rating of plus 10, you get a minus 10. Okay, right, so he has a minus 10 to his attack.
Okay.
So you
so
get a
got
plus 10 to your dodge.
Yeah.
Parry.
Parry.
Parry,
Yeah,
sorry.
near enough.
Combat-based skill test.
Yes.
Come on. Plus 10 on top of that. So I've got combat 36, plus 10 for the skill, plus
Yeah.
10 for that, gives me 56, I've got 54.
Oh! Just, he stabs at you and it looks like it's about to enter your eye. And you just bring your own blade up. And his blade skirts past your ear and you're like, within a whisker of being skewered.
That would have been bad.
Okay, and he then, with his 2 remaining action points, because shouting doesn't count,
Yeah.
he is going to maneuver a yard away from you and avoid opportunity attacks with a maneuver.
Okay. That's
So he's going to sort of he does this weird stumble
Yeah.
and then makes a break for the door, so he doesn't get to the door, but he starts moving towards the door.
Okay.
Blood is trailing out of his back,
Yeah.
and he is kind of staggering a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. I think at this point, charge and try and finish the job.
Okay,
Come on.
here we go.
So I'm at I'm at plus 10 because he's not back to me and unaware of me anymore, so I'm not getting the plus 20.
No, he's turned. Yeah, so you're
So I'm at
attacking him
plus
from
20.
behind. Yes, you're at plus
Awesome.
20.
So that's 66 I'm looking for. And 90.
Oh dear. Will you let him get out into the corridor, or will you use a fortune point?
You're not burning through all the fortune.
I'm not burning through all of them. I will burn through one
Well,
more.
these guys have got one each themselves,
Yeah.
you see. So
Alright,
there is.
that's one
you know-
more gone.
Yeah, I
You are.
am burning
Okay,
one
he's
more.
going to use it.
Come on.
Uh-huh.
Oh, for the love of 81. No.
Oh dear. Do you want to use another one?
No.
No, you're not allowed anymore.
No.
You're not allowed it.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not.
You're
doing
not
that.
allowed it. I like that. You're not allowed
No,
it.
that's fine. That's fine.
Right,
Grab
I just
them.
want to
Use your
find
allocation.
the official rules on what I can use a misfortune for.
No, that's cool. Essentially, the same things we can use fortune points for.
Okay, cool.
He can slip on the big pile of sick.
You can grab this box and get out of there.
Yes,
He's
that's
Yeah.
that's
So
what
he
was
is
gonna
now
be my next
making
action.
his way.
Well, he can only do a disengage type thingy again because
he
he's
is-
back in combat.
If he tries to flee,
Because
he
he is now
charged straight
running. No, so he is now running.
So now we get
So you get an opportunity
I
attack.
get an opportunity attack, which I'll take because why not?
Why not?
Come on. 0-2. Why didn't I get that
Okay,
last time?
cool.
That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's good.
And that's a good hit.
You've got to roll high. Come
But I
on.
still have to roll high on my damage. So 12.
Aha! You knock him down another step on his damage.
Okay, he's now grievously
He's now
wounded.
grievously wounded.
But my weapon can't do grievous wounds.
Okay.
So you've probably got to do a
So-
So
it's
you
serious.
roll and he'll take a.
It'll be a serious effect,
Yes,
I guess.
yeah.
What am I rolling?
So you roll 4 dice. because he's
3
still
for a grievous.
Yeah.
And one
for a
because of
vicious.
the weapon.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on. No, nothing. 2, 3, 2, 5.
fortune point.
No.
I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep saying it.
Right.
Okay, so he runs out into the corridor. He turns sharply,
Ooh,
too
I'm
sharply.
just throwing this out there. You can spend a fortune point to make one of them a 6.
To make one
It's
of them.
not a reroll. It's a 6.
To make one
It's
of
not
them.
going to kill him. What's the point?
It'll stop him.
It won't.
No.
But maybe.
I've no
So it
idea
might be
what it
something
is.
like he cut off his ear,
You could,
which is amusing, and he might stop.
yeah,
him.
they don't generally add more damage. They add like a condition.
Yeah.
It might cut his ear off.
It's not worth it.
To heal
It's-
up, but frankly,
For me,
it's
it's,
more
Alright,
right
okay.
now it's not worth it.
Yeah,
I just thought I would mention that.
Yeah,
no,
that's
cool.
cool.
I wasn't
No.
aware, so very good.
Because that's
Very
another
good to
use of the
point out.
fortune
Because we're
point.
going to need that. For,
So you
We're
may
going
need
to need
that.
these to keep us alive.
Okay, so my
Excellent
intentions as
Yep.
he flees is going to
Yep.
be grab the box
Okay,
and leave.
okay,
Back door.
right. So he belts it down. He turns around the corner, spins, and like whacks into the wall in the corridor.
Yep.
And he's like slowed down a bit, so he's kind of
Bleeding
shuffling.
heavily from
Yeah,
one
yeah.
side.
Absolutely.
I
He's
don't.
covered in
Yeah,
sick.
I'm not trying to finish him off. It
Yeah,
wasn't
but he's
actually an
staggering down the
assassination
corridor,
job.
so you-
It just would have been an added bonus.
No, you get a little bit of time to go over, grab this
the thing,
box. It's
and
quite heavy,
Yeah.
and as you lift it, you can tell it's full of coins because
Yeah.
it rattles.
Okay,
that
I'm basically
clink
just trying to
of
get
gold.
away and find somewhere to hide.
Okay, right. So you go to the back door,
Yeah.
and you can see that he is kind of emerging into the main pub
Okay.
area. And you pull the bar, run out into the rain.
Yep.
Suddenly,
Great.
all around you,
Great.
you
That's great. It makes it easier to hide.
you go out into the night, and there are various ruined buildings between
So-
here and the dock that you could go to. You could
My
hide.
intention.
The one thing has him, because you disguised yourself as the
Yep.
other halfling.
Yep. Yep.
Now I've no idea if he believes you to be the other halfling, but that will be, of course, slightly more interesting since he's alive and can.
Yeah.
Plus he's drunk, so it's probably going to be a bit more believable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this.
And anyway, if he said, "Oh, that fucking halfling stabbed me," the guys would go out and probably stab the other halfling anyway.
True.
Or try.
I intend to not look like someone who'd go around stabbing people.
Sure.
So my intention is to. So my intention basically. Well, I'm
He's not going to throw his dagger away, Paul.
I'm not going to throw my dagger away, but I have various changes of clothing and things.
Okay, cool.
Like
So
a dress.
Not quite, but not too far. My intention is to hide,
Yep.
ensure that I'm not being followed,
Okay.
wrap the chest up in probably the cloak,
Yep.
make my way to One-Eyed Jacob's,
Okay.
and then I don't know whether you want to roleplay through that and deal
We'll
with
do
that.
that a bit later.
We'll do that
maybe.
later.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm planning on doing.
You safely make your way to One-Eyed Jacobs. While you're in the town square, you see some of his thugs
Yeah.
are going over and hassling the herbalist lady at her shop.
Okay.
Which is good cover for you because people are kind of looking over there, and you make your way to One-Eyed Jacobs.
Cool. Before I will hide, just to add to that.
Sure.
Hide out of the site for a bit, wrap the thing up,
Yep.
and swap out because I have some really brightly coloured clothing
Okay.
listed on my sheet. Garish attire.
Okay. Cool.
So I totally wasn't the person who was
Absolutely
in the, and
not.
look, squab in the rain. I'm clean shaven as well.
Okay. Cool. Oh yeah, because you'd like
I
powdered like.
stubble.
Yeah, sooted up or
I'm
something.
totally got stubble. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm doing that to basically make it that I am clearly not the halfling who is
Brilliant.
trying to really lay it on as I answered. That was a totally different halfling.
Cool.
As I make my way into One-Eyed Jacob.
Excellent. Well done.
Good work.
Well
in theory.
done. Excellent. So
Very well.
You have the box. That's the.
I have
that
the
was
box.
Stage one.
you do.
And I viciously mauled Connard.
And you're relatively unharmed.
And I'm unharmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm actually
that's
unharmed.
pretty
But let me
impressive.
tell-
Those
let
2
me-
points
let me
might
tell
come
you,
back to
right?
haunt us.
If he had hit you,
He would have cut me in half.
now his weapon
Yeah.
has got vicious.
Yeah.
That means you can use brawn, doesn't it?
No, vicious means
vicious
you get an
means you
extra
do an extra
dime.
damage.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
So that's the man.
What's punishing?
Punishing, yeah.
Just to know. Just in case.
Punishing is immediately after striking a foe, weapons of this quality add 1d6 fury die to total damage in exchange for spending 1 additional AP.
Okay.
So,
even
by the sound of
doing
it,
that, it's like,
after
"Ugh."
you hit,
Yeah, you can't twist
you
it. or
can
something.
choose to spend an additional AP.
Well-
I don't think the stiletto doesn't have punishing.
Okay.
It has
Right.
fast vicious.
He's got a bollock dagger.
Okay, fine.
Just
you
to let you
described it as a stiletto.
Bollock.
Yeah, it was kind of a sharp, cruel looking dagger.
Cool.
So his
Well,
combat
that's good,
bonus
because
was
I
7,
just looked at what fast does, which is the quality on the dagger,
Yeah,
on the stiletto,
yeah.
which is it's harder to parry.
Okay.
Which, considering I only just succeeded,
Yeah.
I'll take he has a bullock dagger, which has slow instead.
It does have slow. Okay, cool. Right, so, while all of that
Which is a
kerfuffle was...
plus 10% chance to defend.
Well, there you go. Balance it out.
So I passed well. Anyway, fine, whatever. While that's happening,
While that's happening, over at the docks, those of you present have witnessed the boat arrive, the reeves come off and hold back the judge, and Zacharias has come over to pay for his large lead-lined box.
merchandise.
Yes. I don't know what that might be
No, totally not.
holding.
How stable is this stone, like wytchstone?
Stable.
Yeah, I mean, if they
Mm.
dropped it, would bad things happen?
It's in a big lead box, you don't know.
I know what he's thinking. If they drop it, he'll just pick it up again.
Yes, but then they have to spend time picking it up again
It's
while
quite
fight's
heavy.
kicking
I
off.
suspect I'm going to worry about picking up, worry about drawing.
And
swords.
what I'm
probably
going to do is I'm going to
personally
switch
speaking.
over to the
Yep.
battle mat screen
Okay.
and just point a few things out for people while we're here. So,
Okay.
here we have Feltix hiding
Like a
behind some
hero?
barrels.
Yep.
On the far side, we have Marie, who's appeared, and I'll tell you what she says in a moment. We have the Tollkeeper, we have Jax, and we have Diesel, who will be played by Colin.
Because, I'm busy.
Up on top of the stone tower is Berthold with his bow.
Yeah.
We have 3 reeves here, and this one here is Zacharias. As I said earlier on, this map will be part of the Main Gauche book, so you'll be able to get your hands on this with a legend pointing out bits and bobs here and there. So, just to recap what happens, and a few things sort of happen simultaneously while you're all standing there. So, Marie appears over there, saying, "By the power vested in me by the temple of the steward, I find you guilty of trafficking in blasphemous artifacts." Feltix, that picks your ears up. "There can be no mercy for such a crime, no penalty other than the cleansing flame of the pyre. In her wisdom, the custodian may yet grant your soul some clemency in death. I will not." So she levels her pistol at the area on the dock there. So she's kind of pointing her gun across here. And as she lowers her gun, you hear the bark of dogs. Whoa, 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 coming from the other side, round sort of over towards those trees. Just bear with me for a minute.
We're having a halfling turn up, aren't we?
So, what I will do is I will
Do you want
try...
me to point them and I'll put
Yeah,
them
yeah. So the halfling is kind of about up here, yeah, on the slope, and the dogs are here.
out. Those are 2 dogs,
Yep.
take it.
And
Oh, yeah, there's halfling.
Hans and Franz, the 2 dogs, represented by Dark Future 15mm gun-toting freedom fighters. Anyway, miniatures to hand. One of the dogs got picked up a scent and is running towards Marie. The other dog seems to have picked up a slightly different scent and is looking in this direction.
I am screwed.
Okay.
May I suggest jumping in the river?
So,
I might
we
have
have
to.
our initiative ladder,
Nice.
and the halfling, by the way, has pulled out a repeating crossbow,
Nice.
which looks quite snazzy. The reeves all have, let me just tell you what they've got. So they have pikes and pistols.
Okay.
Pike and shot.
You may be
And
going to have cover.
Just for reference, where is the judge in all this?
the judge is on this boat underneath this roof.
Fine, so she's
This
not,
is your boat,
Yep.
and this is the Twin Trout.
So she's
this
she's
is the
not on the
fortune
line of
ball.
fire or anything.
No.
that's fine.
And for all intents and purposes, not really.
That's fine. I
Part of the
just
scene.
thought I'd check before we.
Yeah. So Ludo Halfman has appeared on the very top of the map there, we can see, right over here, and has set his dogs, and he is kind of perched there with his crossbow loaded and ready. So, we shall begin.
Can I just ask a quick question? That the hunting bow has a range distance of 9 plus PB yards.
Yes. Your perception bonus.
Perception
Each square
bonus.
is 2 yards. So these are 2 yards.
So that's
Yep.
9
What's your perception bonus?
is 6.
So you can 15. Yeah.
A bow with a range of 15 yards.
But I think it's like an increment thing. So it's not like just 15 yards.
Right, okay.
I think after that point, you are
And each square is
2.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So they're like one increment up, is
It
it?
must be.
Yeah.
'cause-
I think there's increments, and
Right.
you get a penalty the further away they are.
Yeah.
So if the first increment is free,
It's 15 yards.
I believe
is his first is his short range.
Let me check.
in effect.
Okay, so there's basically they've got to be more than a yard away. If they're up to short distance, then that's fine. Up to medium is twice the short distance, and that's their difficult rating becomes 1 step.
yep. So plus
And long distance,
10
which is up equal to 3 times the short distance.
Okay.
Then you can.
So his short range is up to 15 yards,
Two.
and then it's
30.
15 or 16
15 to 30,
to
30 to 45.
45. That's really short. What bow are you using?
It's
Right,
like-
it was a small hunting
It's a small
bow,
hunting bow.
it's
So
not
this,
like
and
a-
remember, this is like effective range, line of sight, all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
It's
We're not in-
it's full.
It's a mechanic.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, it's
mechanic.
fine, it's a
rather than
mechanic.
really something.
it's not a longbow. It's not a Welsh
it's not-
longbow. You're not
it's not-
shooting in battle and,
I'm not
and
Robin Hood.
firing.
Also, your chance of hitting, although those things have a ridiculous range, your chance of hitting a man-sized target that doesn't want to get hit,
yeah,
they're not really.
It just becomes
at that kind of range, they're really effective against blocks of infantry where your
Blocks of
target
French
is
cavalry.
the size of a bat.
lots of French cavalry.
Yes.
Okay,
There's only
cool.
one of him, rather
Yeah.
than several thousand.
Let me
Yeah.
move this
Exactly.
giant book aside slightly.
Really
Now,
useful when the
I
chance
believe-
of missing is basically.
Well, let's find out what Berthold thinks is the right thing to do in this situation.
So,
Definitely shoot the dogs.
Can't
so
shoot.
Hans and Franz have a movement of 6.
Oh, crap.
So
Who's going first? Are they getting
him and Ludo are going first.
Okay,
So
cool.
these are 3 wide. So if you look at this, 1, 2, 3. These are 3 wide.
Okay.
Yeah. This is 2 wide. Yeah. So they are going to. That one dog is going to move 6 squares.
6 squares, or was it 6? Is 6 yards?
It's 13 yards, but it's 6 and a bit
Okay,
squares.
fine.
So 1, 2, 3 is 6 yards.
Yes,
One,
2 yards.
two,
No, sorry,
three
their
is
movement
6
is
yards.
13
Oh,
yards.
so that one is
Oh,
coming
so
towards
they can
me.
move
when you're saying
So
6,
it's coming
you meant
towards
squares.
him. Is that sorry?
It's hunting around, so it's going to move to about here.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I am dead.
Yep.
The other
And then the other one-
there.
Sorry.
Moves up to there. Perfect.
Yeah, this is
They
going to be a little
are-
bit of an issue for Jax.
They are growling and snarling.
There is a
In fact,
dog.
I think
Because that-
I'm going to die if one of
I
them
don't know
hits
where he
me.
is actually. He
So
just
you-
did off. I was focusing. I
Yeah.
think he's in the tower.
Oh dear.
Okay,
I
it's
told him to go in the
sniffing
tower.
around. It doesn't seem to have picked up your scent quite yet.
It might get called off to the wheel fight if you.
However-
keep your head down.
The dog actually has action points, so it's actually going to charge Marie,
Okay.
so it can actually get into combat. So
Okay.
let's move the dog over there. It's actually on that side of her. Which will add 1d6 to its fury die, and it's going to attack and miss. It's like snapping at her. Right, next turn. I'm sorry. Ludo is going to fire his crossbow. He's going to aim and fire his
Tell me
crossbow
where you were going.
at Marie.
Does he get penalties for trying not to hit his dog?
He does. Yes, he does. So let's have a look at that one. Here we go. He missed. Okay, so I think the guidance in the adventure is that for
Oh, did you do it? Because she shot her gun at somebody.
no,
No,
she was
she didn't.
lowering
She
her
was
gun,
readying
and
her
as
gun.
she did,
Okay,
the dogs
right.
attacked.
Okay.
So she's not had a chance to.
Okay, next we have Feltix, Theory, and
I'm
Diesel.
elsewhere.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm just reading off the list.
I stab.
Feltix, Theory, and Diesel.
On my initiative, I stab Connard.
Yeah. Okay.
Diesel is going to look to Jax and go, what do we do? He's been told to come here and protect the tower
Yeah.
from a bunch of thugs.
I might like a hold.
Okay.
Okay. Feltix, what are you doing?
I'm assuming there's like dirt and stuff on the ground.
Yeah, there's mud.
Oh, yeah.
There's,
trying to hide my scent. I'm literally
Predator
rubbing
style.
dirt onto myself.
Okay, cool.
Grabbing
Are you
mud
going to
off
do
the bench
any magical actions or anything? Are you going to do, like...
Well, I don't know. I mean, does rubbing mud onto myself count as
That would be an action
points?
point.
All right. I'll spend another one rubbing more mud onto myself.
Yeah,
I'm just going to spend all of them just covering myself in mud because...
Do you want to save any for trying to
Yes.
dodge
Oh, actually,
if
yeah,
the
I'll
dog
save
gets
one.
to you?
Yeah, you might want to.
I'm literally just rubbing
Just a thought.
dirt, armpits, hair.
Cool. Okay. Diesel's not doing anything. Next, we have the Reeves.
What about her? Wasn't she going?
Reeves and Marie.
Oh,
So, one of the Reeves says, "Oh, you lot up there! Winch up the fucking boom! Come on, man!" And he moves towards... and up to the stairs. "You're just going to stand there, not do anything? We're fucking Reeves! Come on, man!" And the tollkeeper's like... looks around at you guys. This one drops the lead box. Boom! You see a plank at the other side of the
Dink, and some more.
pier sort of step up.
Some more
and
coins fall in the water.
another one does roll off.
No, because the coins were there rather than where he was.
And he's put it down next to Zacharias, and he's kind of like, "There you go," and he's moving back. Oh, hello.
Are they doing anything about the gold?
This one is gathering up the gold while he's dropping the box. So he's kind of gathering up the gold like this, and they seem to be doing that. Marie looks across at Ludo. "You foolish halfling! Get not in the way of my righteous work! This must be done in the name of the steward!" And she manoeuvres away from the dog. She's not interested in the dog at all.
Okay.
So she's going to manoeuvre over here. Oh, hello.
And take a shot at somebody.
Yeah, and take a shot at Zacharias. Cheers. My stick is not as effective as I thought it would be. I'm going to take a shot. Let me get to the stats. She misses. Shot fires off across the wooden planks, and you see Zacharias' head slightly twitch, but he doesn't look away from the box in front of him. He picks it up and moves towards
Ludo, by any chance?
No!
here.
Wrong way, dickhead!
Like he's like running low. He's like, "Oh!" and he's like running low to, like, straight to this thing. He's sort of, in fact, he can just move there. He's not running. He moves there, and then you don't see this.
Oh, I'm probably too busy going.
And you're behind boxes, and he's behind boxes.
Right.
He opens the box, and you see like a pale.
Is this pretty well lit in this area then, I take it?
No, it's quite dark.
Right, okay.
Yeah?
We see
There's
the light.
lanterns and stuff dotted around, but that means you can see the glow from inside this box, and it's a sickly pinky purple glow coming from inside this box. A very unnatural colour, and he sort of reaches in to the box, and as he's with one hand, and as he is, you see him pull something else out of his pocket with his other hand. Everyone make aware.
Is it a statue?
Well, make an awareness roll,
Okay.
Jax.
Where did I just
No.
put...
Oh, sorry, I
do that
took it
again.
away from you.
What's the awareness
Where did
roll?
I put the thing that I...
Awareness. It's one
No,
of the,
no,
skills, isn't it?
Diesel has not a clue.
And perception, awareness.
Yep. The percentage. Have you got the skill?
Yeah,
Plus 10 onto the stat.
yeah.
So yeah.
So you're looking at 52. is that 80? Or is that
So 80, no.
Okay.
80
You can't quite
something?
see.
80,
It's raining.
It's
The
kind of
glow is
pulled over his
distracting.
head.
He's got something in his hand. It looks maybe about that tall.
Definitely not a statue.
Definitely not a statue.
Yeah, totally not a statue.
Okay, right. It would be Connard, so he's probably puking somewhere. Berthold.
Okay, I will.
You have heard Diesel say, "What we doing?" and Jack say, "Hold." But then you see the Reeves running up, going, "Use the winch," which you know is inside the tower through the door where Diesel is standing.
Okay, I will.
He is a doorman, after all.
Yep. This is going to be at. Will this be long range?
Pick someone. Who are you shooting?
Shoot the dog.
I think it would be.
Which dog? Oh, the dog going for Feltix.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
gonna try and.
You don't know
1,
if
2,
Feltix is over
3.
there, I don't think. Maybe.
You guys know he's hiding somewhere.
Oh, do we? Okay.
You do know he's hiding somewhere because you've come into the area and Feltix is like, "I'm going to go hide somewhere," or, you know, and you see the dog sniffing around.
Tower, but okay.
That would be
About medium, I think.
That medium
yeah,
range.
medium range. So -10.
Okay, so what I'll do.
You can aim to get a +10.
Yeah. I will. Yeah.
You can spend your entire round aiming, which will give you +20, and then shoot.
Yeah, but you can't because firing costs a point. So
Yeah, no,
You can do 2 aims.
No, I've got a load.
No, your bow is ready. You've loaded an arrow already.
You've had
I
plenty of
did
time.
load as an action, so.
Yeah, but
Load as an action.
I think you had an arrow ready.
you
to
had
go.
an arrow
Okay.
notched. We won't be that harsh on you.
Knocked.
Notched.
Knocked.
Oh yeah, knocked. Sorry, knocked.
Okay, we'll shoot the dog.
Okay. So your flat roll on your combat.
So combat, simple range.
But it isn't, is it? It's on.
That's for damage.
Ah, it's damage.
So it's combat.
So +10, so it's straight 42 because it's +10 -10 for the range.
You've got combat
Yeah.
plus your skill.
Yep. So that's +10.
So that's +10.
Yeah.
Plus
Plus
2
20
aims.
for the aim because you spent 2
So
action
it goes
points
up to
aiming.
62. Yeah.
Yep.
That would make it no. That would make it 72,
Minus
and then
10.
-10 is 62. Yeah.
62.
So total 62. And I see a 40.
And
Unfortunately, it's not a 44.
it's a 45.
Okay. So you look around. You see this dog sniffing around, and you think, "I'm not sure where Feltix is.
But
if that thing gets him,
I think I know he's over there.
you loose an arrow and it flies towards the dog. It is busy searching, so it's not even aware of your attack, so it doesn't dodge. So roll damage,
Okay.
which I believe is 1d6
Yep.
plus your agility bonus.
Which is 5.
Okay.
So 1d6 plus 5.
Yep.
Oh, that rolls up.
It's
That
a
rolls
6,
up.
so it explodes. So roll it again. And add it on.
The dog explodes.
Possibly, if you roll well enough.
It's not Prince of Thieves.
It's where you shoot someone, there's a point where you shoot someone in their head and it explodes.
Oh, that's 16.
Oh my god. Okay.
16.
That's 3 damage steps. So your arrow flies through the air, hits it in the joint behind its shoulder, and it yelps in pain. Oh! Make a willpower roll.
Willpower roll.
You're
Have you
harming
just
dogs.
Have you just gamed yourself?
46.
Yep.
Yeah, 3.
You're fine.
White
Oh,
tear.
sorry, you stole from someone, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you need to get some corruption points.
I was not a big
Sorry,
fan
stealing
of that
from
breed.
someone who...
Stealing is stealing. Yeah. So
I'd like to... I might try and ask to claim some of those back.
Oh no, hang on. Sorry, it says thievery from the poor or underprivileged, and he is neither of those.
Thank you.
My roll
I
of
thought
3.
stabbing someone in the
Not a big
kidneys.
fan of
I
that
was thinking,
breed.
okay, trying to murder the
They're a
guy.
bad person, surely.
No, it's still.
Trying to murder the guy, I might have accepted
No,
it for
Once
Well,
you're completely corrupted, I
done.
So boom,
If you're
the
not
dog
yet
is
corrupted,
really hurt. Roll. It's gone down 2 damage
Two
levels
damage,
to
2 seconds.
3. Sorry, 3. So it's gone from unharmed to light, moderate, serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
So roll
serious.
2d6, and if you get a 6 on either of them, it's taken an injury.
Isn't light, moderate, serious 3?
No, because the light doesn't
No,
count.
5 and a 3.
Oh,
Okay.
It doesn't do grievous. It's
and
weak.
that's my 3 action points.
So,
Still roll.
So
it would just
you're
be a
aware
moderate.
your bow cannot inflict grievous injuries.
Yes,
It would just be a moderate.
Because it also has weight.
Okay,
It'll just
cool.
be another
So,
moderate.
dog really hurt, blood spray, and it turns in the direction that the arrow came from, and it goes.
But yeah, there's a
Doesn't
lot
do
of
anything.
confusion in between there. Oh god, if it turns around and savages the wizard, no, the other one.
He doesn't care about that. It's
Starts
just
charging towards
like,
himself.
Yeah. Okay,
That would
Jax.
be just a bit. Yeah.
So I think he's down. I know Feltic's down the other end.
Yeah. Well, he thinks Feltix is down the other end.
Well, I think he's, yeah. I'm going to run.
Okay.
I'm not in combat, so hopefully it's not horrific. So what is my movement? 6, is it? Or what do humans move?
It's on your
So,
5.
Oh,
So
5.
15. So 7.5 squares.
I'm going
So-
to just in this sort of direction. So
Okay.
jump down a bit onto the steps, then down a bit to here. So I'm running down over here, basically towards the dog.
Okay. So we'll have a roll
We
to
get
make sure
the
we don't
roll
take
to
any
jump
physical
down there.
peril
Okay.
from stumbling or anything.
Okay.
It's not going to be hard. Let me have a look. Athletics at plus 30.
Yeah, I'm fine.
So you leap
Great.
onto that. So that's only
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
for the whole both jumps.
So what's the name for the tollkeeper? What's the name of the tollkeeper?
His name
there, so
is
2, 4, 6, 8,
Herman.
10, 12.
Okay. Cool.
14, 15.
He's
or more,
like
yeah.
stunned. He hasn't done anything.
No, that's great.
he's
It's
just
just
like
that the
down
guy
here,
who
go
was supposed to be doing
diagonally.
it, was he supposed to be following orders to just run off? There's a reeve coming towards him, telling
Yeah.
him to lower the
He's
wind.
like-
What do I do? So he's going to turn to the next person in charge around here, which
What's
is
the tollkeeper?
the tollkeeper.
Tollkeeper.
Anyway.
Who has got a
Well, I told him
crossbow.
to hold, but yeah.
Yes, but the
you're
reeve
running
coming
on it.
towards us to under us to do
Yeah.
stuff.
I'm going to shout at the halfling. Call off your fucking dogs. He's pissed. Zach's pissed all his money away on the docks. Or sorry, Zach's thrown all his money away on the docks.
Okay. Right, we go back round to the beginning to Ludo. So he is going to. He turns and he says. He says. I'm here for the witch. Don't get in my way. I'll have her.
He says as he runs in the opposite direction.
No, he's going to step down a couple of.
I'm saying if he's going to yell at Jax, who is getting not in between him and the
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in no way going to defend her. That's
I think
pretty
he's
obvious.
just saying that generally to the people.
Yeah.
And he fires again at Marie, but he is. Let's have a look.
Will you dog off, Dick?
80. He misses.
and his dog.
His dog is going to attack Marie again. So if you can move
Move it up.
Thank you. That's successful. She didn't save anything.
She disengaged and fired.
Yeah, so she used 3. So she doesn't get to roll. Didn't really do much. The dogs are on the other side of this sheet. So it is 6. A roll of 6. And
I hope she'd have enough armour to shrug that off.
yeah, she does. She does. Oh, definitely.
She possibly has enough brawn to shrug that off if she's trained in it.
Then it is round to Feltix, Diesel, and Zacharias.
The other dog.
Sorry? Oh, the other dog is now. It sees you running towards it, and it's going to charge you.
Okay.
So if we move,
It's got enough move to get there.
yeah, charge, and it's going to attack you.
Okay.
So
If it doesn't
81.
if it doesn't get called off, it's going to get stuck.
That's a miss. Yep. Okay, so Feltix, Zacharias, and Diesel all go at the same time. I got Zacharias wrong last time.
How obvious is magic missile?
Well, if it's quite dark and you send a silvery across the thing, then it's fairly obvious. But considering everything that's going on, some people may not notice.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a pistol shot.
Where's your pistol? I dropped it. It's in the river. I got scared and dropped it in the river.
No, you want to.
All right.
Everyone else around here is being
Poking
really
my
clumsy.
head up, do I see that guy looking in the box? Because I'd see the pink glow.
With the mud. all
Poking
over
your head
the
up,
place.
you can see
Because
a
I'd
pink
see
glow,
the dog have run the other way.
but you can't see him behind the boxes.
So he's literally
he's
crouched
like right
down.
down, and there's like crates and stuff.
All right, I'm going to pull a throwing knife
Okay.
with my offhand and hope no one picks this up. I go
Okay, cool. I'm
That's-
trying to make it look like a...
throwing knife. Because
Yeah.
I carry throwing knives
Sure.
Who are you
Right, who are
throwing
you
at?
magic missile?
at the dog.
At the dog. Okay. Right. Magic. You got your magic section open?
Yes, although I couldn't find how many action points it costs. It didn't say
It
in
says
my spell
varies.
Yeah, because it's there.
What does it say? You can make
It
does it say like a ranged attack?
It just says magic varies. And my spell.
No, to go to your spell,
Yeah, the spell doesn't
It
say
doesn't say.
what does it say?
anything really about how many action
It
points
says
it takes.
distance, reagents, duration, effect, critical success, critical fail.
I'll say duration instantaneous.
Yeah,
Well, it
but-
doesn't last, does it? So yeah.
So what does the description of it say? Does it say make a range attack?
No. Distance, any one person you can see, instantaneous. One foe suffers 1d10 plus willpower bonus in damage.
Okay. So we
Now,
will.
I'll keep reading and see if I
I'm
can
going to
find
say that it takes one action point to do it, though.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a spell, and that would be you'd be like.
Yeah, no, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Well, I'm assuming it's like an attack. You can only do one.
Yes.
Because it is listed
You
under
don't
the
want that
attack actions.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
You shoot yourself.
So you
Don't do that.
you pull your throwing dagger out, and as you do, you use those movements to like do your little
Okay.
incantations.
Petty magic costs 1, lesser
Okay.
magic 2, greater magic 3. So that's
Okay.
it.
Okay.
So
So that's fine.
That's
I rolled an
It's petty
11.
magic.
That's petty magic 1.
My willpower. So that passes.
Oh, so you made your willpower roll?
Yeah.
Yep.
Got
Because
an
it's
11.
plus
I get plus 10.
10 because it's
And I've got
petty.
incantation, so I get
Okay,
plus 20.
fine. So you
So
cast the spell
My 11
successfully.
passes, so
Your little silver dart in your hand suddenly is
Is that a-
imbued with a
is that a
magical
crit?
energy.
What did you get?
You rolled an 11.
Yeah, that's a crit.
That's a crit.
So
Is that on the double?
The foe
Double
drops
is
to
Yeah,
7
yeah.
double or
hands
0-1.
just
is a
outside
crit.
either reach.
Okay.
which is
So
A double that
Dog.
fails is a critical failure.
It's like such a forceful shot that it.
Got
oh,
you.
I know it's a D6, isn't
No,
it?
no, it's a D10.
Oh, okay. In which case, 17 damage.
17 damage.
I rolled a 10.
Nice.
That dog
That-
is
Does that
bits.
open and upwards?
I don't know. Does magic open end?
It says...
It's like the damage dice, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's not
but
a
it's
fury
not
die.
a fury die.
No,
Okay.
it's not a fury die. Has to be a fury die.
All right, well, 17.
So,
That's going to kill it anyway.
so your
Right up
magic
the-
missile
Right up the rear.
flies up the dog's arse and ruptures out the side like a gunshot blast out the other side of its body.
All
No,
over,
the magic missile
all
doesn't.
over Jack.
All over Jax. Jax, you get showered in dog blood. As you kind of see a streak of metal, silver, something, and then the right hand side of the dog just pops, blood everywhere, and it just goes onto the ground.
Magic missile, critical success, as above, but the flow drops
You
whatever
need
is
to
in
roll
their
Chaos
hand.
die. You didn't power up, did you?
It's a dog.
So there was
So
no,
your critical success effect is it drops what it was holding.
the arrow falls out of its side. Thank you, wine engineer.
That's all right.
Awesome. Okay, that's one less player
Yep.
on this battlefield.
So if you remove the dog, please.
Okay. Meanwhile, Diesel
Perilous
is
for
looking
dogs.
to the tollkeeper and saying,
He's like,
what
go do the winch.
okay, and he starts heading inside
Okay.
to go and do the
Right.
winch as
So
instructed.
Diesel goes inside. The tollkeeper's a bit flummoxed, and the Reeves are telling him to
Yeah.
open
Do
the
the
thing.
winch?
He's like, maybe he's probably thinking in his head, maybe if we let them get out of here, then everyone won't die.
Or at least maybe
So
if they get out of it, they
he's
won't kill
got-
us.
He's gone
So, yeah,
inside.
Diesel's literally gone to
Diesel's gone inside.
open the bloody gate for them.
Yeah, yeah. Diesel has done what he was told.
Yes. Okay, Zacharias.
Diesel was told to come here and be scary and mean to some thugs, not some bloody
Not the
reeves.
police, yeah. No, it makes
Exactly.
sense.
Considering
Not
where
pick
he's
a
just
fight
been
with the reeves.
in the gibbet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not picking. He was asking for instruction because he wasn't sure what was going on, but he's more than happy to
Okay.
follow those orders.
Right. You hear Zacharias chanting, and you are...
I'm so glad I'm not there.
He's like...
Yeah, he's right there.
From me.
And you see him pick out this, holding it with a bare hand, this rather phallic-looking shard of wytchstone in his hand, and a statue of...
So is he standing up now? So?
No, he's just hunkered down.
So I can't see
and he's
him.
going, weird words that sound like he's talking backwards. And he presses the two together.
Can I counterspell?
You can't see him.
I'm not sure how that works.
You need line of sight on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Unfortunately. So he does this. And suddenly the things are thrust out of his hand as a pillar of pink flame erupts into the sky. And he's kind of knocked back.
So, the witch, you were saying?
He looks over and he grabs the dog's body, which is right near him.
How many action points? At some point, I'm going to get something to do. Aren't
Yeah, and that's what he does. He reaches over to grab it. Right.
Magic bad.
Yeah, this has lit up the whole area with a very stark pink light.
You totally agree with that statement.
This is like
100%
nothing
agree.
you've ever seen before. What you notice now is he's grabbed the dog's body. In his other hand, he's got a knife that looks really.
So sorry,
fancy.
he had a statue and a witch.
And he went like boom, and it erupted out of his hand. So he went shit, grabbed a thing and grabbed a knife. He literally just pulled it out. He's not. He's not like fighting you or ready or anything.
Okay. I hadn't realised those two things had disappeared.
They'd flown up into the sky.
Kind of gone into this pillar of flame in front of him. Cool. Right.
Yes.
Might give me a running start when the demons
you feel
appear.
like a strange frost spreading out across the wooden planks of the piers and the jetty, and the rain in the air seems to turn to hail or snow or something around you, and this sort of swirling pattern seems to be growing out in a kind of circle around, a kind of swirling feature of this kind of frost rippling out across the board, the planks. Some of them creak, some of them twist, and it's sort of spreading out. Who's next? That's the Reeves and Marie. Marie steps forward.
She's fighting the dog.
She's going to disengage from the dog, so she's going to move again. Just to the next plank over. Yep. And she's going to try and shoot at Zacharias.
Hasn't she got to reload? Or is this a fancy gun that means you don't?
No, she has got to reload. You're right. She's going to reload.
Most flintlocks.
She's going to reload. She's reloading.
She's reloaded.
And you can see now with this light filling the area, anyone looking in that direction, so Berthold, Feltix, you can see a look of pure horror on her face. You guys are like completely all astounded.
Who do
by
magic?
this.
Yes.
Well, at least
Boo magic.
Boo magic.
So everyone takes 4 mental peril. Does that put you down a peril track?
So if my
It
threshold...
doesn't hit my threshold, so...
Okay.
Well,
you're not.
anyone on a willpower bonus of 1 would shrug that
Yeah.
off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I rolled crap. So I rolled
So
Yeah,
how does that
don't
work?
give him hints, or...
So your
It doesn't
barrel-
do anything
Right.
for you
Okay, because mine's
At the
10.
It's scary, but not quite scary enough to really hurt you.
Yeah.
to really
Yeah.
shake you.
So like that was
these
2 with a +2.
Diesel is inside,
Okay. He
so
doesn't
I don't know whether he gets affected, but even with even
No,
him
he's not
with
even
a
aware of
4,
what's going on.
He doesn't know what day it is.
He's
So
in
he's
there and he's
wondering
got to the
about-
winch on the side
He's
of the wall.
got to the winch and he's doing what he's told.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
There was a Reeve shouting at him, and the tollkeeper
No,
said,
that's
"Don't
not
do
it.
this."
He's moved a long way because he's
Stop
walking over to the winch.
winching, you
The-
tool.
No, the door's there.
The Reeve here.
He was by the door.
He's just
He was
walked
by the
in
door.
through the door.
He was
and then
here.
just walked
Diesel.
over.
He was here. Diesel was there. And he's
Diesel
gone
was
in there.
there. He's walked in through the door, and now he's on the ground floor where the winch is.
The winch control is inside the building.
Yes.
So he stepped through the door, over to the winch, and started winching it.
Stop winching.
This Reeve is going to decide. He can hear the winch going. He's going to move back towards the dock.
Yep.
This one is still gathering coin. Oh no, this one is going onto the boat.
So that's not the one that was gathering.
And that one is gathering coin.
Okay.
He's still gathering coin.
There's
a
a lot
of coin. This one, if someone can move him back to the boat, please. He's running.
Towards it or on it?
Just towards it. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So they're running back to the boat now that they can hear someone's winching it. So that was Marie. Berthold.
Okay.
Connard.
Yeah.
Flails at me some more.
I think probably looking over at what's going on over there, it's like pretty mind blowing for him. Would he see what he can't see what's going on here?
This is evil magic shit.
This is
going on.
like the stuff your mother told you about.
I don't think he's aware that.
Yeah, you'd have heard him. He was shouting right below you.
You of all people, you see where the pulley is here.
Yeah.
This is just level with you. You can hear it.
So I'm going to make my way over to this.
Yep. Trapdoor.
Lift it up.
Yep.
And say to
Diesel.
Diesel, stop with the winch.
Okay.
Stop right now.
Okay.
Leave
he
it.
looks up and he's like,
he stopped. He's still holding it, but he stopped
Yeah.
because he doesn't really know who to take orders from right now.
so that's one action point.
So that's
And
one
then
action
knock
point.
an arrow for another action point because you're probably going to want one in a minute.
And move back to the other thing.
Knock an arrow and move back over. So we've stopped him.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't do anything until we tell you, and then
Okay.
move
He
back
might
over.
not obey you if a couple of reeves turn up and start.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But it's
Although the
enough
reeves
to-
are buggered off the other way again.
Yeah.
Yes, but he doesn't know what's going on.
He doesn't know.
just goes
I mean,
going,
the toll keeper could come back, but
If someone-
it's stopped
he doesn't
what he's
really
doing, and then he's
At the moment, he's just taking the latest instruction he's given.
yeah,
Absolutely.
which is fair enough, but it stops him, and then he goes back to that side and knocks another arrow.
Okay,
which is
cool.
ready.
Great.
Just
You
looking
could
down
use a
the
fortune
plate of the thing.
point to have another action point and attack someone.
No,
Nice try, Pete.
Okay.
no.
Okay.
It's still a bit. I'm going to go that way. You don't know what's going on at that
Sure.
other end.
Okay, so
Sure.
Jax.
Jax.
So there's a pillar of flame,
Yep.
and then he's in front of the pillar of flame.
Yes.
So can I
Push him into it.
essentially push him into it? Stand behind and just go
Okay.
bang.
So he's turns. So as the flame goes off, he turns, and effectively he's looking right in your direction when he reaches down for the dog, and he's hunkered down. He's not probably in the best balance. He's leaning. So you could. Which one of these is the right kind of thing?
Charge him with the spear.
I don't know, dirty trick, but that's about blinding.
Take down.
Take down.
If you charged, foe must resist coordination or be knocked prone. Attacks gain 1d6 fury die.
Okay.
So
Because of the
you will
effect.
have to charge him and do a takedown, and then you can knock him prone, which would effectively.
Isn't he already prone?
No. He's prone is I'm sprawled on the floor and my weapon is just outside of reach. I like this little thing in Zweihander. It's just outside of reach. It's good.
Very
Okay.
cinematic.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are weapons that give you if you hit someone, you can knock them back. So powerful as a weapon thing is they must make a toughness check or be shoved back.
I've
Yeah.
got a shield, so can I? There's
s-
no shield, is there? So
Shield. What kind of shield you got?
no. What types of shield?
I would let you do a knockdown.
I thought I had a shield. Maybe I don't have a shield.
Let's have an athletics test.
A wooden shield. Wooden shield. Sword.
Wooden shield has the trait
Oh yeah. That's
Defensive,
defensive and light.
okay.
I think you need to build up some speed.
Okay.
And he's a couple of yards in front of you, you just rush at him and go poof.
Shield barge.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying
It's
to do.
quite a committing action.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Defense-
With my
Gives
shield
you
in front of me, I'm
plus
just
10
going
to parry.
back, trying to
Right,
knock him
so
back and into the thing. So
You
whatever
can
I
make
need
a
to roll for it.
coordination test or athletics test if you charge. So it's either takedown is a coordination roll, or athletics test if you charge. So you could do it just poof, if your coordination is good. If you've got coordination.
No, not
So
confrontation.
Athletics will be the thing to do then.
You could then your charge allows you to do that.
You're going to throw him into the flask.
Just coordination or be not prone.
That could be bad.
Yes, I make a athletics check.
Okay, keep what you rolled, just in case it's like an
Yeah, that's
opposed.
quite good though.
Just in
With
case
the,
it's an opposed thingy.
that's quite.
So what did you roll?
47.
Nice. With your Vaughan bonus, that's going to...
That's up to 10.
Nice.
Okay.
He's going to feel that one. Scrawny Mage is probably going to feel that one.
So I need to make an agility.
Artist, I think.
An agility.
Mage.
Yes.
Scrawny Mage, let's face it.
Oh man, I just failed. There's agility 35, rolled a 36.
Do you want to re-roll?
I do want to re-roll.
You've got misfortune
Does that
points.
then go into your pool?
No, it just gets better.
Oh,
It gets
excellent. Even better.
But I figure getting him to roll it on this...
That's probably
If he succeeds, I'm probably going to knock him
58.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes!
So-
Another one.
Yeah, do you want to use another one?
No, it's fine.
You
and
know
you'll
you
find out why.
Excellent work.
So, you charge him, and you can, however you want to do it, with your spear, with your shield,
It's a shield.
karate
Shield.
kick, whatever it is.
with my
Okay.
shield, bang him in the
Okay, you whack him,
Yeah.
and he flies backwards, hitting the pillar of flame.
Yeah.
And the side of his arm, the side of his body, his right side, where he's holding the dagger, is consumed in the flame, and his body falls down on the ground with no arm. Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Roll
you've just fed the demons.
4d6 for damage on him.
Oh, okay.
It's a fortune point to make one of them a 6.
No sixes.
No sixes.
Okay. Right.
So
So
if he doesn't get a serious injury, he just loses his arm.
he is like severely hurt. He's very wounded. He takes a lot of peril as well, and he falls to the floor. But he has a smile on his face.
Okay.
And as the material, the blood, the skin, the bone of his arm swirls around inside the pillar of flame, he looks up at you and says, "Thank you." And this kind of coalesces and forms into a creature that materializes inside the flame, and the flame is consumed and sucked into its body. And standing in its place is a 7-foot-tall demon. Its skin a sickly, pinky purple. It is a naked amalgamation of both man and woman. It has large pincer claws for hands and hooved feet.
Well,
Vast
crap.
mane of black hair falls down behind it, and it has a grimace of sexual delight on its face as it glares round at all of you. Ah,
I'm
Open the
so
book.
glad that
finally!
Open the boot.
Finally!
I don't think that's going to make much
I
difference.
shall have my sweet revenge. Last time, and you see she's looking at Marie. Last time you resorted to guile and chance to slay my devotees and banish me, Inquisitor. But nothing can save you this time. I shall enjoy making you die 1,000 exquisitely slow deaths. And she blows a kiss at Marie across the way. And this vile creature stands before you. Everyone make a don't shit your pants roll.
Exactly what I'm rolling, because I think I have.
How does one roll a don't fit your pants roll?
So make a willpower roll to not suffer mental peril. Minus 10%.
Fail then.
Not even close.
Am I rolling anything for...
No.
Oh,
I know I
actually,
got one.
actually 55. I've botched it.
Oh!
Jack's
You might want to use one of them.
botching...
The last thing
would
we
be
want
bad.
is Jack's
Lose
going.
your skill ranks.
Pardon?
You might lose your skill ranks.
46.
Yeah, you might want to actually. I'd say a fortune point is worth getting rid of the botch.
You right there, Bertold?
No, I've shit my pants.
Okay, right. So
But you've not botched.
I haven't botched it,
go
but
on.
yeah, I'm terrified.
Re-roll it.
Absolutely terrified.
okay, so
Even if you fail, at least it's not a.
Bertold,
Critical.
Feltix, you take 9 peril.
So
Mental peril.
You're now imperiled.
If my peril's
Which has
higher
no
than that, do I
effect.
ignore
You
it?
don't, yeah.
Alright.
And Jack, you take
Understandably.
16 mental peril because you botched.
Yeah, I would re-roll.
Unless you want to take 9 and use a point.
Losing skill ranks is bad.
you'd really want to use it.
Yeah, okay, I'll use a point to re-roll that.
Okay.
I passed this time, so I don't.
Okay.
Awesome. You don't
Yeah.
take anything.
So you don't
Actually,
take anything.
33. I success critically passed. Critical botch to critical.
Nice.
You steel yourself in front of this vile demon, knowing that this will be a true test of your skill. Not since the blood war have you fought a worthy enemy, and now here one stands in front of you. You're bolstered by this great enemy.
Okay, no, I'm not quite sure I think that. No coin in it.
Okay.
Whereas Bertolt's
I just need to roll initiative ladder
For the demon. Oh,
Roll a 1, roll a 1, roll a 1.
Just to let you know, it's called a carnal demon.
Definitely not a demonette.
I rolled a 2, so it goes just before Jack's.
It is
At least
2
in your...
10.
Okay.
Seems more interested in Marie
no
than
worries.
you.
Yeah,
No worries.
unfortunately, I'm in the way.
Try getting out of the way if I were you, probably that thing. But
Okay, right, so
Your
that-
action has just happened. We're round to the top again.
we're round to the top again. Ludo
What does Ludo do?
runs away.
And calls his dog?
Does he literally just...
He whistles and he runs.
Oh, so he literally just cheeses it.
Yep. And his dog sees that creature and just tail between its legs and runs away. Okay, next we have Feltix, Diesel, and Zacharias, who's
Diesel is
lying.
standing there. Going,
Okay.
what do I do?
So someone shouted, I think the Reeves all shouted it as well. Raise the boom, raise the boom. And he could hear that from outside.
Okay.
So,
Starts cranking some
Okay.
more.
so the boom is going up.
Oh, dear.
Zacharias.
I don't know, because you're the guy who got him out of it, wanted him over, weren't you?
I stopped him, but I think fair point, because I'm not dealing with that thing.
Yeah. Well, actually, he's not aware of that thing. He's just in there.
No, he isn't, but that's fine. But by opening this,
Zacharias reaches into
You might
his
be able to jump
clothing
on the boat.
and pulls out from
Um,
inside there
thank you very
a
much.
rope that seems to be crafted from hair. You see
Okay.
this? It's lying at the feet of this creature, and he looks up and he sort of stares across at Marie, and he starts muttering incantations. And he's saying, Mädchen, I will avenge you.
Now can I see him? Now he's moved.
Has he got any negatives for
yes.
having lost his arm?
Oh yes.
Can I
Yes,
counter
he failed.
spell then?
He
found
failed.
my negative.
The magic stutters, but nothing
He
happens.
doesn't critically fail and hang
He doesn't
himself.
critically fail, and he
Actually,
drops something
you've got
just
magic
outside
wanders.
of
I don't
reach.
think anyone's going to notice or care.
not now.
Not now.
I think
Just
you
go,
were-
it was stuff the demon did.
Demon did it!
Yeah. Okay, so Feltix, what are you doing?
So, you know the guy that's gathering up...
So sorry, he is now. This guy is now like there, and we should put really
A demon on the
a
board.
demon on the board.
Yeah.
Can you grab a miniature from up there? Just that one, the far left one, would probably be gaudy enough.
So, you know the guy that's gathering up all the gold?
Yes.
Butterfingers.
He's just tying up the bag.
And he sees the demon turn up.
Yeah.
Are you butterfingersing
You're
the
going to
bag?
butterfinger him?
Butterfinger the bag, yeah.
Okay, go for him.
And then he's probably going to cheese
gonna
it and
power
use the
it up?
gold.
No,
Because, let's
don't
face
think I
it,
need to.
no one's going to...
No, I'm fine. 51.
Do I get to oppose this?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so you go, and he drops the bag on the floor.
In shock at the manifesting
Yeah,
demon.
and it's like, and
And it's out of reach.
it's just out of reach, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he like, and like throws it onto the floor, and you hear it kind of coin. Definitely a big sack of coin in
Go
there.
for the boat.
I'm really
and-
impressed that basically a 10-foot tall demon's turned up, pillar and fire everything else. And you're like,
The cash! Oh my god, what's happening to the cash?
Well, I've got two options here. I've got one, attract the attention of the 7-foot-tall demon.
I think it's
Now-
fine. I'm just quite.
Now, I've placed a yellow or golden D12 on there. Don't think that represents the size of the bag compared to your miniatures. But that's where the bag is. That's your go?
I've
what
got
you do?
2 action points, but
Yeah?
I don't really know if I can do anything.
You probably can't throw
No, I'm just going to...
multiple magic.
Diego, on the boat behind you, is going, what the fuck's... Lift the boom! Lift the boom! Lift the boom! He doesn't care if the boat's a bit hurt. The shipwright on board will just come with you and fix it outside.
Is not going to argue with getting a lift.
Yeah. Once that demon's got a bigger distraction than me, then I'll help you.
No. Yes.
Right now.
No. Right now, getting on that boat would be good, and grabbing the bag of gold if we can would be even better.
Yes.
Oh, you can kill a demon.
Okay, so next is the Reeves. Get the fuck out of here! They all bundle onto the boat. Yeah.
There's a surprise.
And one of them unties it, and another one picks up a large pole and pushes it away from the...
I'm so tempted in my next turn.
Use it as a... Oh,
No,
yeah.
'cause it's cast magic.
It just goes into the water. Like, that would be awesome. Okay, so they are starting. They're getting a few action points worth of getting going.
So they're
not
pushing
quite
off,
They're not
basically.
quite pushed off.
Okay.
Marie
Magistrate.
is going to walk forward with steel in her eyes
And shoot the demon.
and pull up her pistol and shoot the demon.
Should step
Foul
on the
creature!
motion.
May the steward send you back to whichever abyss you have come from. And she's going to shoot. That is a hit. Yay! The creature
No effect.
doesn't have any action points because
It's
just
just manifested.
literally just manifested. So we are going to roll. So flintlock pistol, gunpowder, and volatile.
I have no
Damage
idea.
7.
Ow, that sounds nasty.
Okay. So I roll 1d6
So what's his
and
traits?
add combat
Not
bonus.
pistol, volatile.
I was wondering if it's like a different stat. That it
Critically
comes from.
fail, it's going to go bang.
Okay.
And what's the other one?
Gunpowder.
Gunpowder. Weapons of this quality can be loaded and fired while standing in an engagement.
And they can't be dodged.
They can't be dodged or parried.
Okay. Right. So
Nice.
can't dodge anyway. So here we go. Okay. Fires. And tears a large chunk of flesh out of the creature. Ah! You being so close, Jax, you can see that it seems like its body is still kind of putting itself together. Like bits of flesh are like wriggling and you see like, oh, a joint there looks like it's popped back. Like when you've relocated someone's shoulder kind of thing in war.
Yeah.
You see that going on across the body like it's still being put together. So when this gunshot hits it, a large chunk of this pink flesh flies off and blood kind of sprays across you. It's kind of sweet smelling, sickly smelling blood. It's very strange.
Good on cornflakes.
It's very strange compared to a 7-foot demon that's just at the very
Oh my, that
Doesn't
blood's
its
certainly
blood
odd.
smell
It's a
funny? Yeah.
funny bouquet.
Okay,
It's
so-
very strange. So after that, we've got
Connard.
Berthold. You are standing on the thing with an arrow notched. Everyone is fucking off, and you can see the demon.
Apart from Jax, technically, he's
Oh.
stood
Well,
there.
they get
What's
to
on
So
the-
Jax
had an action
is
here,
standing there, and in the light cast by the various
Looking
magics
really
in the
fucking
area,
impressive.
he's looking very impressive. And your memory from earlier on, where he stood down those ruffians.
He's my man.
Are you going to help him? Because
Yeah.
it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, definitely. Sir Bertolt saw it, so he'll use 2
He may be
aims
disappointed very shortly.
As you run
And a
away.
shot.
and a shot to fire at the demon.
Okay.
Oh, go
Even
on.
though he's pretty much shaking,
Yeah.
so he's pretty terrified.
This
Your
will be
peril's not. You didn't get any peril, did you? So you're.
He got one
he's
rank
in-
of peril,
he's
Oh,
but
but you're
not
peril,
enough to
in peril,
do
but
so.
no effect.
Not
I'm
enough.
shaking a little
You're
bit.
yet. You're at the. It's not good, but you're not yet.
Yeah, so
taking
it's
Yeah,
on
shart,
agility.
not full. Shit the pants.
It's at the same range as the dog was. So
Yeah, so it'd be -10.
Minus 10 plus
10. You got like
20 from a.
it's on 60. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get a bonus for it being 7 foot tall?
no, it's only slightly taller than
69. You needed 60.
appropriate for a carnal demon. Do you want to use a fortune point to re-roll?
No,
Go on.
You've got your own fortune point.
I have.
Go
got
on,
fortune
do it.
point.
That I don't think I get that one, do I?
No.
Because it's
No.
your own one.
Blow
Do
it.
it.
Go
do
on.
it.
Yeah, go on, we'll do it.
We just totally want to. I just really want to see this demon go down to. Or not. That's a 95.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay.
So miss.
The shake in your arm, you think, oh, I've stilled it, and then the creature kind of turns almost to look at you, and you're like, ah! And the arrow just like, woo! Off into the dark somewhere. You hear a dog bark in the distance.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
next.
enough of that shit.
Right.
Demon.
then it's
Then the demon eviscerates you, Jax.
So, the demon looks at you and raises its big pincer. Its eviscerating pincer is how it's
That does
described.
not sound good.
That's not the description would have used.
Remember, you get plus 10 to parry.
It's slow.
So
So
you get
plus
another
20
plus
to
10 to
parry.
parry. So you've got plus 20 to your defense roll against it.
Yeah.
I
You
suggest.
save. You haven't gone yet, have you?
No,
So you can use your points up to defend. Here we go. Right. Oh, that's a critical hit. Ooh.
You might want to defend.
parry.
So,
Parrying would be
I
good.
had no bonuses or penalties to attack you. So
Okay.
you get no bonuses or penalties
So this
to
is
your...
against my combat with
Yep.
melee. Is my parry 60 plus 20 is 80.
Yes.
And it's just a straight roll, isn't it? It's not
It's
actually
just a
an
straight
opposed
roll. No.
86.
I definitely think you want to use one of them.
Yes, I think one of them is.
That's one of his, I
That's
think.
one of
Oh, that's one of
Oh,
his.
yeah.
One of them.
Whoa.
There we go.
Don't touch the misfortune pool.
Actually, no, I don't. Actually,
I
not.
think you'll find
No,
you
I'm
don't
not.
want to get critically hit by a
No,
demon.
I don't.
So when I critically hit,
Yep.
do I get extra damage?
It's not going to matter because I can use one of them to ignore an attack. Because I'm fucking hard.
Oh yeah, you're hard as nails, aren't you? Yes. Right, so what happens with a critical hit on a melee attack?
Grim resolves from one fortune one to completely ignore
Yeah, we're
a
trying to
damaging
become more
attack.
what does
Sure.
a critical
I'm
hit
just
do?
gonna-
I am just. Hard as nails is different, but this is Grim Resolve.
This is bang! Fuck off!
Grim result.
That is exactly it. It does a critical hit, and I go.
What does a critical hit
Nah.
do?
I'm just looking. Attack actions. Critical success. Strike with an attack action. The defender is left defenseless to it.
Okay, well I didn't even get that roll. I'm still using my
Yep.
I'm using that to ignore.
Well,
it.
wait to see what it does first.
So, well.
The eviscerating attack critically.
So what
hits.
does Vicious do again?
He rolled
Rolls an extra
D6.
die on
Oh,
the
D6.
injury.
Well, if it's
Oh,
injuries.
yeah.
If it, you
It's not
let
gonna
me
injure
just
so that's
check.
not going to matter.
I just want to see what he would do.
Yeah.
And just be like, nah.
Your head flies off into the.
Actually, zoop, no. No, I'm just thinking of the
He's
gamers.
just blocking it with his forehead. Come on, then.
I'll take damage, but unless it's really overpowered, that's about it.
I'm just thinking of the gamers where.
So it has an ability called Snicked. These creatures may spend 3 action points to attack twice with melee weapons. So the first one, you're like, ugh. You just...
How much damage
You
did
does that thing where they punch you around
How
the
much
face. and you
damage
just
did
go,
it do? Because doesn't Simon get to choose whether he does it or not?
Do you want me to roll damage?
Because if it's not enough to beat
Okay,
his
I'll
brawn,
roll,
he
I'll
might
roll
be like,
damage.
"Oh,
I'll
no."
roll damage.
Because you're
roll
armoured on
damage.
you as well.
Well, I'll tell you what,
And
you're
he's
going
got
to be...
shields for
You're going to
dodge.
be pleasantly surprised.
What?
7 points of damage.
You'll tank that anyway,
I
won't you?
tank that.
So in which case,
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I tank it.
Yeah? What's your damage threshold?
My
8.
damage threshold's
It's over here.
is
8.
6 plus 2, 8. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Right. I don't even do that. I do actually just tank it.
But it's going to attack you again.
Yes, but this one I can parry.
Yeah.
Because I didn't parry the first one.
unless you're critical.
Unless it gets critical success.
Oh, I failed, so I'm going to spend
A misfortune point to
misfortune
reroll.
point to
Okay.
re-roll.
See what you're worried about. You can.
I
kill
like
this
the
thing.
misfortune points. It's nice that I get a little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do quite like that.
That's a hit. That is a hit. It's not a critical hit, though.
Okay.
So
I will try
now
and
you can
parry
parry.
this.
Okay.
Yeah, I do 30.
Something.
Okay. So, first one, you take it.
I just take it.
Bounces off your armour.
Second one.
Second
I
one.
get shield gets in the way.
Okay,
and-
shield in the way. And as you block it with a shield, it reaches in and blows a kiss at you. Interesting.
Nut it.
Okay, right.
You know
Sorry
you
for our American viewers. That means
It's
head
now
butt.
your go. Yeah. Yeah. It's now
What
your
is
go.
Jack's doing?
You spent 1 action point on a parry.
I did.
So you have 2 action points.
Shank it.
You could it actually is looking like you do stand a chance against this.
I reckon you'll wreck it.
I don't want to really get anywhere near it. Do I just manoeuvre away?
Go on, shank it.
Thing is, you've got. Well, it's up to you, but you've got that woman's going to turn up and sort that
I don't
out.
know anything about that woman or what she's up to.
He wants to kill her. She
Well, I'm
wants to
pretty
kill
sure
it.
you do know because a loud gunshot was right behind you.
She's been shouting at the demon.
Yeah, I imagine she will.
I'm pretty sure you know
Basically-
she wants to kill the thing.
2 on 1, you actually stand probably a reasonable chance of killing it, and then you get to be the hero, which you may or may not care about.
And we'll all be on a boat.
Really?
Toasting your success.
I totally want you to kill. Mostly, I want you to kill it so it doesn't go on a rampage to the village. How about it when it bursts
And
through a
find
door?
you and murder you. Yeah.
You know, mostly
Okay,
I
what
want
are you
him to
doing?
kill it so it doesn't
That's
kill me.
That's a very
What are you
good
doing?
point. By leaving, we are leaving him behind.
Yep.
And a 7-foot demon.
And more importantly, a chest full of gold.
And a chest full of
Priorities.
An excellent point.
gold.
Go on,
What are you going to do?
Come on, Jax.
Go on, shank it.
Okay, I'll try and attack.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Go for it.
99.
Oh,
Fuck!
Shit.
Do you want to spend a reroll?
Re-roll
yeah,
it.
because you're going to gain fatigue.
Re-roll it.
Yeah, you'll
You
take
gain-
2d10 plus 2
Peril.
peril.
Use
Use a fortune.
Okay, I have to use a fortune on that, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be.
I really
Excellent.
want to, but yeah.
Excellent.
No, miss.
Yeah, but it's better than
It's
you
better.
go. It's better than you losing
It's
skill
better.
ranks.
Okay, so you miss.
And this is
Yep.
better than
That's
a
1
critical
action
fail.
point. You have 1 left.
Can you save that for
Save
defense?
one
Save
for a
that for defending.
defense.
Okay. Sure.
Because, yeah.
It's going to try and savage you some more.
Okay, right, so Ludo's gone. Feltix and
It's not revulsion, anyway. I think
crank,
I can, take it, but not.
Right, I'm pretty sure no one is paying any attention to me right now.
yeah, they're not. Okay,
Go on. We got to take down a demon.
Yeah, 9.
okay.
it's very good of you to be encouraging us to take
Nine.
this on.
Yeah, yeah,
Your
yeah.
character's not
16.
even
Yep.
here.
16 points of damage.
You got to take. You guys, you're going to take it. You're going to be.
Really
because I
And
had
admire
I will.
7.
And I will
willpower.
praise
So-
you.
that is, I appreciate your support from the tavern up the road as you're counting your coin.
These throwing knives are really good.
Okay. Roll for a grievous wound.
Wow.
How does one roll for a grievous wound?
3d6. And
Go
if you
on,
get a six-
get some 6s, blow this thing apart, and hope the Inquisitor doesn't notice.
No.
We've not a single wound,
Okay.
have we?
I know.
So
And
you're,
all have we
I'm
suffered
not
it?
using that last one.
no,
That's
no.
yours.
you're watching
Oh,
as
oh.
Oh.
You're going to spend your own.
6.
Oh! Grievous wound. Okay, right. Grievous
that's gone.
injury.
Nice.
Right now,
Because he doesn't get that one.
roll a percentile die, and you want to get 93 or more.
84.
84.
gonna be vicious.
That's
Whoa.
going to be pretty nasty.
Okay, so as it's kind of swinging around, its claws trying to attack Jax, its elbow suddenly explodes. Blood showering you once again. And
It's not actually any action that's happened in all the fights that haven't got the dog, the demon, and the demon again has all got me shouting, and the
Okay.
bloke is dying.
so
Things just explode
He's not
around
dead.
you.
The
The
Thierry's
demon-
covered in
the
shit.
demon can no longer do
they've
its
got
2
chains
attacks.
now.
Okay.
and it reduces its combat skill by 9%.
Nice.
Nice.
Yep. So
Okay.
serious damage to it. This thing, blood dripping out of it. It's kind of teetering. And
Nice smelling blood. Very sweet smelling blood.
It's going to be
yeah.
really.
Well, thanks to the viewers for that fortune
That
point.
just put me off.
Anyway, who's up next?
Okay, next
Marie.
we've got Reeves and Marie. So the Reeves are now pushing the boat away.
Crank.
Next time.
You've already
I'm
spent-
so doing
Marie
she's,
is going to step
Lifting, I
up
think.
and
But I-
engage
No,
in hand-to-hand combat
Oh yeah, cool. Depends. Actually,
With-
probably
Get him in there just to...
Yeah.
with
because then if you need to
Zacharias.
close it,
Oh,
that way you've got
Zacharias.
the current in,
Yep.
in your favour.
It's more like
So it
this.
would go this way. Oops, sorry.
Wait, he's
Yes.
lying on the ground.
Yeah, she's stepping up and she's going, the steward will look after you now. and she goes to run him through.
Oh, she's killing the mage. Okay, fine.
Great.
That's all right. The demon's not. So
You
much
guys
of a
seem to be like tearing it to pieces.
Right, yeah.
That might change.
From where I'm watching, you're doing really, really well.
Look, I'm good with a throwing knife.
Don't screw with the academic with
Okay,
his throwing
she
knife.
rolled a 6 on damage.
Ooh.
11 plus 7, 18 points of damage.
I've lost an arm. I mean,
So,
already dead.
she runs the sword, and he goes, nah! And she sticks the sword through his mouth, and through the back of his spinal cord, through, and blood kind of spills out.
And goes over Jack's somehow.
And some of it goes over Jax's boots.
as she withdraws the sword,
It flicks like
backwards.
You see his blood starts to, on the floor, pool, but starts to move towards the creature.
You might want to take the demon down quickly.
Well, thank you for that sound advice from the village.
Okay, next is Bertold. It's getting late, so let's Bertold. You're next.
Okay, well, we're going to have to reload, use a bonus, and shoot at the demon because I'm higher up. I should
So
be able
it's
to.
plus 10.
Yep.
So I should be able to see.
So the plus 10 negates the range bonus.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
So you're at 52.
Yep.
Come on. 28.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. You lick the.
Robin the Hood.
Roll your
Okay,
damage.
roll your damage.
Bertold,
Come on,
D6.
finish it off.
One
Plus your agility bonus.
1d6.
come on, big fat 6.
Do you
Oh,
want to
1.
use a fortune point to make that a 6?
Yes.
Which probably
Yes.
will finish this.
No.
Okay.
No, I've got a fortune.
Oh, you've got one. Okay.
Yeah, so
Didn't
I
you
use
spend
it.
it
You've already
earlier?
used your
Says.
fortune point.
Oh, no,
We have
There's
one
one
fortune
left.
left. Please don't use it for that.
No, I won't use it for just fire.
But that would make it an 11 plus an extra d6. The thing's already grievously wounded. One more
It's on
wound
its
level is
last.
going
Yeah,
That
actually,
means
no,
it's
it's
on
a
its
valid
last
point. That
damage
would
track.
probably kill it.
That will probably actually
It's
finish the
grievously
job.
wounded.
That's my I don't die dice. Which I'll
Yeah, but that
But
dice
the
is
demon
it will
being
die
dead
dice.
is a pretty good it not being dead, not you not dying die.
Well,
Should we
I'm
take a
saying
vote?
yes.
Let's take a vote.
It's your
Should
go.
we take a
It's
vote?
your go, Paul.
Yeah,
I
I'm
say you do
gonna
it.
use
Yeah.
Okay, so you make that a 6.
So that's
Yeah.
now 6,
Yeah.
which means you can roll up.
Yep.
Which means you
Yeah.
can go on.
4.
Not bad. So that's 15.
15 points of damage. Okay.
It's got to kill it.
Did it use all its action points? It did, didn't
It
it?
did because
Yeah.
its last thing was a
Yeah, it
full
uses
on
3
attack.
points
Snick.
to do the 2 attacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And
it
then had
can't
its
even
arm
dodge.
explode.
Okay, so you draw the bow back. Your arms are shaking, and suddenly they grow still, and everything sort of fades around you. And you zone in on the carnal demon there, this strange creature from the abyss, to which you will send it, and you fire, and
hang
it turns.
You can use one of them to get an action point.
You have.
I think we will
Alright.
go with it as we're going.
Okay.
And it turns to look at you and screams in defiance, and your arrow goes through its eye socket and out the back of its head. And as it does,
Covering Jack.
as it does, no, even worse, as it does, its body seems to fall apart as if like flaky putty, swirling around into a strange pink flame, splattering Jax with all kind of
And Marie
body
probably
fluids.
at that point.
And it gets into a nothing and is gone. And Zacharias screams into the night sky.
Isn't he already dead?
Oh yeah, sorry.
He's already dead.
You're right.
That looks like something very different, Paul.
Marie suddenly stops and turns around and looks up at you. And she stands there and kneels down suddenly and says a prayer to the steward. She says, "You have all done a great service to the world this day, this foul creature." And she goes over, and on the floor there is a small statue and the shattered remnants of a shard of wytchstone, which is now broken and no longer glowing.
Sad panda.
And she picks up the statue and she says, "I will take this, and this will be destroyed in the correct manner, so that creature cannot return to this world ever again. Thank you so much for this deed you have done today." She looked up to the you on the tower and she goes, "Archer, well done. And she looks over at the... she doesn't know you're there.
Yeah.
She looks over at the big sack of coin on the floor and she says, I believe you'll be handsomely rewarded for your efforts.
As Jax is wiping stuff on.
But now,
Can I be getting up holding a throwing knife?
yeah, sure. I believe, and you can hear now people approaching from the distance. There are people coming who will probably be interested in my presence and my attire. I will make my leave of you, but know this now. If ever in the future I can help you, I will. If you hear of me, Marie de Mericourt, then I will help you if I can. May the steward guide you in all the things that you do, for today you are heroes. And she heads off into the darkness. And she's gone into the dark. The Reeves are quickly punting.
Just for the record.
Okay, you reach over and the pole of the guy slips into the water. And he's like, huh? What are we... Hey, get the oars out, quick, quick. Diego's going,
Hey, it's fine, Diego.
what are you going to do? Are you going to make your way out? You're going to jump on the boat? You're going to wait, try and find
Close
Thierry?
the boon!
You know that there's
No,
probably
I
a
don't care.
gang of ex-convict ruffians
Yeah,
coming
no,
to...
we'll
Yeah, surely you would care. These people are criminals.
what, the Reeves?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the boom's opening back up again.
Yeah, close it on them. Don't
Yeah,
let the dirty criminals get away.
Yeah, I can leave them to the people so he will go over.
The people wouldn't do much. The people coming down are Connard's
The
thugs.
tollkeeper says, tell them they've got Reuben.
Yeah, because Reuben's in the tower.
But he could be on that boat.
With the magistrate.
Let them go. They'll follow them.
Let the thugs
Yeah.
follow them, thinking
Yeah,
they're
well,
going to...
okay, well, he'll just make his way... Bertolt will
make your
his
way
way down
Okay.
and then out the door.
So you guys... So we will finish the actual episode there. You guys have survived.
Can I just
Yes.
explain what I was intending to do in the next,
Yeah,
bit?
sure.
Kind of
Go for it.
characterful. So my character's going to go back.
Mhm.
Not knowing any of this is going on, or we might have actually acted a bit differently.
But thanks for your support. In
You guys were
encouraging-
awesome.
Yeah.
You took down a demon, come on.
Yeah.
That was pretty damn awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes. And his actual intention was to go to the
One-Eyed Jacobs.
go to One-Eyed Jacobs, go speak to the
Madam.
madam.
Yep.
Go to somewhere quiet so they can look in the chest. And then his intention was to open the chest, see how much money was in there,
Yep.
take approximately 1/4 of the money,
Okay.
saying pointedly that our agreed share,
Okay.
so deliberately giving her more than they'd actually, leaving
Yep.
her with more than they'd actually agreed.
There are 66 gold crowns inside the box.
Right. Yep. So he's and
She gives you 17.
okay. And presumably
supposed to be
plus the
22,
3
but
she
it's a
was. Yes, it was originally a
supposed
third.
to be a third. Yeah.
But he's deliberately
Yeah.
undercutting it because.
What kind of
Because he's
thief
good at
are you?
He's coming. He's making good friends in a trader town.
He's also
Honour
kind of
amongst thieves.
has the he wants to be a better person.
Okay.
So it's kind
Cool.
of
Yeah.
he needs
There's an inner conflict
Yeah,
going on.
yeah.
I like it.
He's given my money away to make a better person.
This is the reason
worry,
he's
we've got a
not
bag.
telling you.
Because you don't know how much was in the box.
Exactly. And he's going to, make a point of, suggesting to her that the others don't find out how much is in the box. Because they might not be so
Although
happy with this
Jax's
deal.
dry cleaning bills are quite expensive with the amount.
But yes, that was what he was intending to do with the money.
Okay. Brilliant. Excellent. You have survived. There's something about Marie, which is the adventure in the Main Gauche book that is now going to be winging its way out to all the backers on the Kickstarter. As we said earlier on, there's a post-pledging system that's going to be coming soon, hopefully. So if you haven't...
Or like late backers.
Late backers type thing. So if you've watched this and you really enjoyed it and you think, hang on, let's get the adventure, get that really cool map, then you can go and check it out and hopefully do a late pledge. But that was a really cool episode. You guys will have it so that you convince the ruffians that the guys on the boat have got Reuben.
We'd also point out where the halfling went.
Absolutely. Yep.
The other one.
The other half.
Who they will find out at some point has roughed up their boss.
Almost killed their boss.
Yes, almost killed their boss. And you guys are allowed to depart on your boat safely down the river towards Drax Landing and
There was a
Cahabro
promise of a
further
free
down.
night at the
I'm not hanging
Jacobs
around.
for those who
I'm not
were
hanging
interested.
around.
Well, maybe when you come back.
But
Aw.
yes. Actually, not that Thierry would have taken them up on it, but
Sure.
We've all got several gold crowns like that. I mean,
So
we
you
can have fun at the.
How much was in the bag?
So how much was in the bag?
Curiosity?
Roll 2d6 as a d66 and add 10.
Go on, Simon. You've got 2 different colours.
There's a lot of
Which
money
is
in it. It's a
10s.
big sack of gold.
Big one, 2,
Oh,
23? So there's 33 gold crowns in it.
33 gold crowns.
That's free cash.
That's a huge amount of money.
you're
Yeah.
welcome.
Okay, so
Yes.
you gather up the money. Theory comes back. He regales you with his tale.
Did he
And
have-
then you one up him completely, and he's going to be.
I stabbed up a drunk man in a bedroom, and you guys are like, we slayed a demon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Power, fire.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah.
We'll take that, thank you very much.
Yeah. Everyone's
Okay,
wash-
you win.
Everyone's washing their trousers in the river, so you know there definitely was a demon.
Okay. No, I will check with Diego
Yeah.
because I trust him to not
He's
bullshit this kind of
looking
thing.
Like,
But yeah, okay, right,
the
fine.
dock is covered in frost for some reason.
Were there any
Yours-
like fragments of the spent wytchstone?
There were.
I
They're
would
dark.
so have hoovered them up.
Okay, you hoover those up. Yeah. Okay,
Yep.
so we will finish it there. You guys have survived. No one died.
No one even got injured.
It was
No
pretty
one
grim.
got
though.
hurt. You managed to survive. You used all the fortune
covered.
points. I used a few of them
Yeah,
as
yeah.
fortune. We figured out combat eventually.
Yeah.
You know, we figured out all this.
Savage,
That's
isn't it,
parts of the
combat?
system.
It is.
It is.
It's
Combat is
really hard.
brutal.
If Connard had landed a blow, I
you
would
would
not
be
have
dead.
been coming
Yeah,
up to
you'd
see
be
you
dead.
guys.
Yeah,
I'd
same.
be across.
Just
I'd
to put
be
it
spread
into
across the floor.
context,
Absolutely.
my damage threshold, like Theory's, is 2.
-3.
Also, because we're not wearing armour, we'd be bleeding.
You would bleed.
Yeah.
You take an injury, you're bleeding.
That's right. But you play. You're hiding. You're not.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I know. I'm just
Yeah,
pointing
yeah,
out to
okay.
the viewers how
Yeah.
hazardous combat can be.
Absolutely.
For someone like Theory or myself, that would probably kill us
So
rather
you're saying that
swiftly.
if that dog had got to you,
I'd have
yeah.
been
yes,
screwed.
but
Yeah.
it has saved your life. I'd just like to point that out.
Well,
Okay, anyway,
Well,
let's finish.
He also blew
Let's
a large
finish.
chunk out of a demon, which
Let's finish the
probably saved
episode.
everyone
So,
else.
I killed the demon.
You
Thank
finished
you
it
very
off,
much
but-
for watching.
Yeah.
Please check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Please go and check out our Patreon. If you like the map that we used today, there are loads of other maps and things that are on there for free. Loads of other things that we give to patrons. So please go and check that out. Everyone who supports us helps to make it better for everybody else. We've got new microphones. We've got new gear. I'm eventually going to put something on this wall to hide the bricks. But we're improving and everything's getting better with everyone that helps us out. A massive thank you to Daniel, Adam, the guys over at Zweihander.
Zweihander.
Zweihander, sorry. That's how you say it in Missouri. And this has been a lot of fun. A really cool adventure. I really enjoyed it. I'm quite pleased I get to contribute something to it as well. The viewers have enjoyed it. Our first episode already hit over 500 views,
Wow.
which for the channel is great.
Wow.
really good.
You know, so if you've enjoyed this, please comment below. Please go over to Grim and Perilous. Tell them how cool Garblag Games is. They already know, but it helps to tell them.
Check out Flint and Steel.
Check out Flint and Steel.
Drop us a like.
So we've got Mage coming back in a week, and then in 2 weeks we've got Flint and Steel coming back. So Masters and Monsters with Colin there. It's all sort of figuring out where the big bad guy is and what's going to happen.
Yeah,
It's sort
lots of things are coming together.
it's building up. It's really good. That one is another one with lots of threads coming together.
Yep.
And then Flint and Steel is a slightly more
You're starting
action,
a new thread,
visceral.
aren't
We are starting a new story. I think our first episode will be a character conversion episode where we go from second to fourth. We talk about how easy or hard it is, mainly because Roger can't be there, so we won't have... I've forgotten your character's name. Bagrick. Bagrick Rolfson. So we want the whole team together for the first episode of the new season. And if you go over and check out at Pencilwright on Twitter, and Facebook, he's been working on the new intro sequence with animation and cool artwork. So that looks fantastic already, and it's not even finished. So very excited about all the things coming. We will revisit Zweihander at some point. I have to remind myself to say that with my GCSE German interfering with my brain. So we will not like that.
That's high school to you Americans.
High school. We will revisit Zweihander at some point. I want to put my 5 cities setting into it, see how that works maybe. And there's other stuff afoot with Grim and Perilous Studios that I think I'm going to get involved with. So that's really cool. So we'll see where that
we'll get
goes.
to play that too.
We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. We've really enjoyed this mini campaign. The guys have been awesome. You guys have all done your characters so well. And we'll see you next time with Mage or Warhammer, whichever you want to come and join us for. So thanks for watching, and bye-bye.